Yo, yo, yo. What's happening? How is everyone doing today? How is it going? How's it going? Okay, let's go from the top. We got a lot of chat to catch up with. Tara, how's it going? Donovan, what's up? What's poppin'? Mama Lisa in the building. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. How's it going, Mom? Everyone's happy to see Mama Lisa for sure. Space Girl, welcome. Thank you for joining. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna mess up this name. Dooligity? Oh, Doobliggity? I'm sorry if I messed that up. I'm very sorry. Also, Tara getting the first that we've ever had on this. So that's a new command. So you gotta be here first to get that. Tara, let's go. Picking up that first ever. Thank you for the host. Doobliggity? Hang on, let me just go make sure I said, let's see. Did I say it right? Good job. Oh, I actually said it right. Let's go. I can't even say words. Just before the stream started, I was trying to say a word that I don't even remember what the word was, but I did not say it properly earlier. So, I mean, we are off to a bad start for my English. The EE, welcome. Hola. What's good? Yeah, that's another language I don't speak either. What a do. How you guys all doing? How you guys doing? Thank you for the follows, Doob, Space Girl, EE. I appreciate you. What we do here is we make connections, and we're very, very excited to have you guys here. Is that Puma? Is that Puma? How's it going, Puma? Welcome in here. Inconspicuous. Oh boy, Donovan put in the word that I couldn't say earlier. Inconspicuous. Oh boy, and then we're not gonna try it. We're gonna leave it. I can't say it. It's not happening. But that was the one I was stuck on earlier. Bear on the thing. Oh yeah, Mama Lisa the other day had a bear on her patio, and we wired up some cameras to her patio, and she was able to catch it. It was crazy. It was like this baby bear. It was crazy. Oh Puma, you crazy. But welcome everyone. I'm very excited to have you guys all here. We're gonna have a great show today. I'm very excited. Couple things. First off, we need to open up the queue, as I always forget every single stream, but we're gonna do that right now. So give me a hot sec while I do that. But while we're doing that, we have a couple commands for you guys today to showcase, to talk about, to explain, if you will. First one, mods. I'm losing it. Brennan can't say that word. Yes, Tara. Now I feel like every single time you guys are going to be trying to make me say inconspicuous. I can't say it. I don't know. Like my tongue doesn't roll that way. I just that word. Yeah, the word that shall not be named. We're gonna open that queue here. If you guys want, you can join the queue by doing !join. You can also do !chat to learn what we're talking about here. But yeah, we are very excited to have you, as I said. If you have any questions, you can either use a channel point to do it, or you can come in the Discord and hang out and ask those questions. !Discord, !join. There's so many commands you guys could do. But the two ones that I need you guys to look at today, that we're going to focus on today. The first one, mod applications. If you guys have any interest in joining our team, we have a great team, by the way. And I'm not doing it to be like all very like, we have the best team. We do have a great team. And I would not be doing this and be having a well-prepared stream, as I would say I do, if it wasn't for the team that's behind us. And so big ups there. We right now are a team of 5 excluding myself, so I guess it's 6 if you want to add me in there. We have Tara, we have Donovan, we have Bardley, Timo, and CJ. So those right now is our small little team, but we are looking to grow it. So if you do !mod, that will give you the application to join our team. Obviously, we cannot accept every single one, but if you have any experience, especially with Rocket League, drop an application in there, because I think for that mod, because we are looking for some people who have some ideas that can support us in the Rocket League tournament, which is what I'm going to talk about next. So as you guys, I'm sure, have heard, if you have not, you about to be, !tourney. That is the command you need to get to the link that you need. So we are hosting a Rocket League tournament. Currently, the winner could win up to $250. However, before the stream, and I can't talk about it too much because there's details that we need to work out, that amount might change. It looks like we might be having a sponsor on board, which we're very excited for. So we'll see. I don't know all I can't talk details too much right now, but you guys will know as soon as I'm allowed to. But for now, !tourney, that will give you the sign up sheet to be able to sign up and play. Oh my goodness. Okay, I gotta move this off my desk, because if not, I'm gonna just drop this off my desk 100 times, and you guys are gonna be like, what's that noise? And yeah, fidgeting things. So !tourney, did it not work? Oh, there we go. Okay. So that's all the information you need to know about it. The dates, things like that. It's just, all of it is in there. In that command. Go hit that sign up sheet. If you know someone, and maybe Rocket League's not your thing, that's okay. It's all right. It's not an easy game. Go find a friend and go say, hey, if you give me slide me a little bit of money, if you win, we good, type of thing. Maybe try that. See if that works. I mean, I don't know. If you are someone who does not have a teammate, or someone that you know that maybe you're really good at Rocket League, but you don't have someone to play with, drop that sign up either way. We will pair you up with someone who is just as decent. Maybe make a new friend, someone you can play with Rocket League with. Maybe your teammate doesn't show up the day of. It's all right. We got you. We'll pair you up with someone who's decent enough. Maybe not as good as maybe like a friend. Maybe you have chemistry with someone else. But we'll pair you up. We'll make sure everyone who would like to play will play. There's no buy-in. So no need to worry about that. And you could be walking away with, right now, the prize pot is at $50. That will increase. I'm telling you right now, that will be increasing. And it could go as high as, it could go even higher actually now we might have gotten a sponsorship at $250. But that is, as of right this second, $250 is the most that your team could be walking away with. Yo, what's up, Breadcrumb? How's it going? That's what I would say is, go hit that link up. If you haven't already signed up, yeah, it's like free money. If you're decent at the game, it's like free money. I'm sure this won't be the last tournament that we do, but it's definitely going to be the first, and it'll be a good one. Yeah, welcome in, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We're very excited today. As I said, we have a really good one. Today's guest is likely one of the best dressed guests that we've ever had the pleasure of speaking with. And I don't just say that. This man's is already dressed up because they got a tie on. You know, like damn. And I will say this is off the script, but one of the things that I will say when I commented on how well he dressed, he says you look good, you play good, and I was like, well, damn, yeah, well, damn, like I can't go against that. That's facts. Puma maybe taking my title as the fax machine. I don't know. Our guest often games on our guest often plays Apex on Twitch. Even though he claims that he's garbage at multiplayer games. So, he also has quite the history. Sorry, he also has. What did I write here? Oh, wait. This is totally botched intro. I'm so sorry. He also has quite the history of being a retired manager at a GameStop in the past. Today, we hope to ask him questions to know where he come from and how he sees life. Please help me in welcoming MrKenCarter, also known as Kenny, to the conversation. Let's go. Let's go. How's it going?
What's happening? What's happening, baby? It's the man of the hour. Too good to be sour. How you feeling? How y'all doing? What's popping?
Damn, you sounding fresh and looking fresh.
Always, baby, always. That's the motto.
What's happening? What's happening? Exactly. Yo, everyone's in here. Bainey, welcome.
Listen. I bring the crowd. I bring the energy. That's what we do in my stream, baby. That's how it is in my little community.
You definitely bring the show, whether it's you or the community with you. I think it might be a part of the community too with you, but bringing the show for sure.
Listen, we like to have fun. You know what I mean? Like I said, like you put in my little intro, you know, I'm not good at video games. I like to play them and enjoy them. Not good, but it's more like a comedy show when you come on there and you watch us.
For sure. I mean, that's the same as me.
Yeah.
Thank you, Donovan, for the love. We appreciate you. Yeah, exclamation mark guest. Yeah, exactly. There it is. Where my VIP at?
Oh, that's a running meme at this point.
Hey, Bane, there is a channel points below here. If you go and you can actually, thank you guys all for the love. I appreciate it. Thanks, Space Girl, Tara, Puma. Appreciate that. If you go in, let me just see here. What is it? Where is it at? If you go down, it's 250 allowance points. So you'll likely have to follow. Unless you've been here for a minute, and you haven't followed. I mean, kudos to you. I'll take that as well. You can actually ask us a question. And you can also go ask me a question. You can ask Kenny a question. It's up to you. You decide.
You're doing great, Bren.
Thank you, dude. Appreciate you. Yo, you guys are going crazy. Thanks for the love. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the follow. Damn, y'all are crazy.
Listen. That's what we do. We like to have fun. And we're trying to build something special. You know what I mean? That's what this Twitch thing is to me. You know what I mean? I enjoy just to interact, connect, and build relations with everybody. So that's what I do this for.
Can you swear, Bane? Yeah, I mean, go for it. Just I mean, watch the context. I mean, within reason, yes. This is an 18 plus stream. It's nothing like, you know what I mean? Like it's, if you click the mature audience button, I mean, you shouldn't have if you're not under 18. I'm telling you, but I mean, if you're in here, you better be 18 plus. So I mean, swearing. I mean, I hope by 18 years old you've heard one curse word at least, because if not, you might hear it this next couple hours here that you're hanging out with us.
Oh, all
right. So
see, so this, I don't mean to derail you.
Yeah,
I apologize.
it's all good. No, you're all good.
So we have a running thing in my community where Bane is fighting for his life to become VIP, which is for me the greatest thing ever. It's like free content at this point. So he memes me, he puts my face on other people, he fights whales. Oh, it's incredible. It's a great thing. So he is working his way to become a VIP, and I thoroughly enjoy it. He's submitting everything that he needs to do to become a VIP.
Damn. Let's go. He really bent over backwards for you, ain't he?
Listen, the day he gets VIP, I think my stream is gonna crash.
Sorry, is it Bane? It's pronounced right?
Yeah, Bane.
Bane. Okay. So Bane, stay here long enough. Maybe VIP is your thing here. I don't know. There's only one person with VIP, and that is Mama Lisa, my own mother, who birthed me, gave me life. So I mean, I thought that was pretty reason enough for a VIP badge, if you ask me. I don't know. His resume is pretty solid.
Yeah. I mean, it is pretty solid. Pretty solid, and he's a good Apex player as well. I would like to throw that.
Oh, see that's building the resume. Imagine if Bren VIPs me before Ked does. I mean, you stay here for a couple episodes. I mean, maybe we'll do a giveaway and we'll give away a VIP for someone. Maybe it could be you. Yeah, jump in that Discord. I mean, I haven't decided what we're gonna do with VIPs. I really haven't. Right now, the only one that I've given it to is my mom. Just because I was like, I mean, it's my mom, but
Yeah.
I haven't decided. I maybe we'll have to do something like that. Donovan, if you write that down for me, that'd be great. So I don't forget about that after stream. VIP badge is cool, but founder's badge is where it's at. Yeah,
It's
it is.
100%. Or even the locomotive, like you start a what is it? The hype. That's the
Yeah,
best one ever. That's the best one in my opinion.
yeah. Um, so what we do here, we did go on a little tangent because of how awesome and amazing your community is, as well as ours too. But what's good? But I think yeah. Bane. Who is it? We got Bane. We got Doob. We got Space Girl. We got. I mean, Puma's been here
E
before, but we'll include Puma in there. We got the EE. Did I miss anyone? I think it's so far that's it. But they bring in the hype. Let's be honest here. They're bringing the
100%.
bringing the big hype, which is great. Doob. Yo, Bane, don't do that to me. Don't do me dirty like that. But usually episodes we usually start with two truths, one lie. So that's what we're gonna go into now. Now that we've started
Cool,
here,
cool.
and said what's up to the chat. We will talk throughout the day, the stream without with chat. Sorry. So don't worry, you can keep on throwing things in here. We'll ask some things here. Damn, you guys are asking questions fast. We will get to the questions after the two truths, one lie. I promise. Hold your thoughts. There's some amazing thoughts you guys have here. But we will answer your questions in just a moment. If you guys I feel insulted, Bren. Diamond should be beside my flame. Puma, I've seen you in the stream 3 times. That's all I'm saying.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Call out.
Nah, I'm just kidding. The messages I've gotten from Puma outside of stream is probably worth the diamond badge. I will say that. I will give you that, Puma. The nice messages that, I mean, people aren't supposed to know about. Oh, thank you. Let's go. Oh, to EE too, a new friend. Let's go. Thank you. Well, welcome to being a best buddy. Thank you, Breadcrumb, for the tier 1 gifted there. I appreciate that. Thank you. So two truths, one lie. I'm going to give the floor to you. You said you told me off stream that you have two truths, one lie that I'm not going to get. And one thing I didn't mention to you because I wanted to save it for the stream is I am atrocious at this game. My record is very bad. I will say the last time that we did this on the last stream, we had 2 guests on, so we asked them both to come with their own, and I got both of them right. So I think
Nice.
I could be totally off on this. I think I'm about I think I'm about 5 out of 10. I think I'm about 50%. I think I could be totally wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure I'm 50% right now. So we're aiming for this guy. We're going for over 50%, a passing grade. Let's hear it.
All right, all right. Well, let's see. Let's see. Where should I start? Okay. Alrighty. I once had dinner with Hulk Hogan, The Miz, and Booker T. I jumped out of a car doing 25 miles an hour, and I jumped over the Riverwalk in San Antonio.
Riverwalk in San Antonio. Okay. Okay. So let's unpack this. First off, let's throw up a poll. Donovan, if you can you get me on that poll if you're around here? I will throw that poll here quickly. There should be already a pre-saved one, I'm pretty sure, in there. But as we kind of start that poll up and get that ready for it here. Sorry, I'm gonna get you to repeat that one more time just so we have some more context here. So the first one, you said you had dinner with Hulk Hogan, Booker T, and there was someone else?
And The Miz.
And The Miz, okay.
Mm-hmm.
The second one,
I jumped out of a car doing 25 miles an hour.
Okay. In Canadian language, how fast is that? Kilometers.
Don't do me like that.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm searching for it. I got you. Don't worry. I'm just joking. Everyone bugs me because I always say Canadian terms. That's like guess confused, and whether it be in the Discord, whether it be So that is 40 kilometers for the Canadians and anyone I guess outside of the U.S. And then that was just out of a moving car, right?
Yes, sir.
That's a pretty fast moving car. Thank you, Donovan, for throwing that poll. So what's called? If you guys are guessing, so number 1 is the dinner with some famous wrestlers. Got 25 miles an hour out of a car. Jumping out of it, is that what you said?
Yeah, jumped out of the car.
Okay, and then you said what was it? You said Riverwalk in San Antonio?
Correct. I jumped over the Riverwalk in San Antonio.
I don't know what that is, so I'm about to look. Give me one sec here. I'm very
Pretty
uncultured.
much. No, it's cool. I'll bring it down to you less than 3 seconds. It's pretty much a man-made canal. Imagine like what's the canal in Paris where they kind of like row boats down and they sing to you? It's
Yeah.
kind of like that, but dirtier. You know what I mean? It stink.
Okay. Okay.
It's connected to nothing but sewage water. It smells terrible, but
Okay.
that's like a touristy attraction. You
You
know what I
said you
mean?
jumped over it, so you're claiming to have cleared it.
Correct. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So drop your vote. Yeah, the lines are going up for number 3 pretty quickly there. Let's go. But drop your thing in the poll. Let me know what the lie is. Last stream I went both times with what the poll said, and I was not let down. So I mean, I might
Okay.
have to continue on with what chat said. So please give me your votes. Whether it is number 1, did he have dinner with some famous wrestlers? 3 to be exact. Did he jump out of a 40 kilometer slash 25 mile an hour car? Or did he jump out of, sorry, did he jump across the Riverwalk in San Antonio? Okay, so we're moving a little bit. There's some more people with 1. There's someone holding on to that number 2 spot. I don't know. The number 2
Oh
spot,
wow.
like in a school zone here, I think the speed is 30 kilometers an hour. So that's 10 over what you just said.
Okay.
It'd be fast, but I mean, if you tuck and roll and do it the right way, I mean, it wouldn't be this most terrible thing. I'm looking at this Riverwalk, and boy, you better have some jumps to make it across that, because holy, that's like. Damn. What's Tim the Tatman do? He says like that's like 10 TVs. Like
Oh yeah.
that's like 100 TVs. Like
Hey,
that's a big jump. Like unless there's like a part
it
of
is
it that you.
quite it's quite the jump. It is quite the jump.
Okay, so Ken can't swim. No way he's risking that. Bane says. Oh boy. Okay, so chat says. So hang on, I will give you my guess in a second. But chat does
Okay.
says on the poll the highest rated one was number 3, which is the Riverwalk, which
Of
I
course.
will say I am kind of leaning to even before you guys said it. So let's see here. What is chat saying? I know about being can know all about being on a poll. Damn, Bane, easy now. Can I know the answer. Can I know it too well? See, I don't know. I feel like you'll look at the Cody. I know. First thing I said to him when we joined the call today is those Funko Pops. We'll talk about that in a second though. Yeah, man's got some
Thank you.
beautiful Funko Pops.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just a little side note about Cody. Cody sells Funko Pops, so that's why he's
Very
very interested, I'm sure, in those Funko Pops. So I'll have to get you guys connected and he can ask you some questions. So with the 2 truths 1 lie, I would say, damn. So you might have outed yourself on number 1 for me. The reason why is as I've talked about previously in the past, is that we have a pre-stream form that we ask about, and in the notes, one of the things that you mentioned, just to maybe possibly bring up in the thing, if we could, is talk about the famous dinner you had in Las Vegas, and I feel like that might be the one for number 1. But we'll leave that until a second here. We'll put that on the side for a second. The car thing, I mean, not going to be a fun fall, but doable. And then the Riverwalk, I just don't see. I mean, I'd love to be proved wrong, but I don't see it happening for the Riverwalk. But I mean, it could be. Maybe there's a spot where it goes like really like narrow, and then like you just boop. That's what I'm thinking. Like maybe you jump like the what is it? The drain pipes. it was like yeah, well I jumped it. It's the Riverwalk. There's bridges on the Riverwalk. See, I don't know, Tara. That's what I was thinking too. Is we've had guests in the past twist the answers a little bit to mess with me, and I mean it's all game to do that. There's no problem with that. Yo, Raxus, what's up? Welcome. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. Welcome, raiders. If anyone's wants drinks, the kids have the drinks. They're also after the stream. We will also have drinks in the Discord. So you guys haven't already, ! Discord. Join the Discord. We are with the lovely MrKenCarter. ! Guest. We'll get you that link for all of his stuff. Thank you, Donovan. You are too fast for me today. How to join the giveaway? Garden says. Garden ! Tourney. We'll give you that link for that. But as far as the 2 truths 1 lie, I'm gonna go with number 3 is the lie. So please, will you tell me, is the lie number 3?
No, the lie is not number 3.
Okay.
And I'll give you a
I was
story.
like hovering over the button to click for success, thinking that I was so like, okay, I got this. Chat, you let me down. Damn, Bane, you had me in my head. I thought for sure.
Okay,
Okay,
so let
let's.
me give you the story. Let me give you the story.
Sounds good.
So, uh, once a year when you're a store manager at GameStop, you go to conference. They say in the conference, you get to party, you get to have a good time, you get to play video games, you get to interact with people, have a great time. There's on the side of the Riverwalk by a Hooters. So some stairs that goes down, it gets real skinny and narrow. So a bunch of idiots like ourselves thought it'd be a great idea to bet a couple bucks of who could jump it. Your boy cleared it no problem. With a run ahead start, mind you, hop right over it, cleared it no problem. Because that part was narrow enough and skinny enough to where I can get across. Now, the second one, the car wasn't going 25 miles an hour. It was going 15. And I jumped out of the car and ran up the street.
Okay, so hang on. Let me translate into English. Give me Canadian English. Give me 1 sec. So 15 miles, 2 kilometers would be. Hang on 1 sec here. That would be 24 kilometers. So that's like I said. That would be school zone, under school zone
Exactly.
speed. So that okay. I should have known that. I should have known because I should have
Yeah.
known that you would have twisted one of the other answers. You smart. You're a smart guy. Okay.
Hey.
All right. So that's a lie then. That's the cap.
Yes.
All right.
100%. 100% lie. 100% lie.
All right, so let's hear it. I'm assuming am I right? Is that the actual Vegas, the famous Vegas dinner, or is there more than one?
Absolutely.
Okay.
There's more than one. I've been to Vegas multiple times. I've been to Vegas probably way too much as a young man and an adult. But that is probably one of the most fun I've ever had in Vegas. So same thing. GameStop conference. You go out there, you go party, you get to have a good time. Um, one of the events they had, it was like WWE 2K, whatever was coming out. Whichever one had the Miz on the front cover, I think. He was the champion at the time. Probably one of the greatest people you can ever meet. I mean, the dude was awesome. He was great. He was comical. He was engaging with everybody. But if you entered into the tournament or whatever kind of contest, you got to go out that night and have dinner with him. So this was, oh no, I'm sorry, it was the one that Hulk Hogan was on the front cover.
Okay.
So we went out, you had dinner with him, you pretty much talked and interacted with all these legends, and you just had a great night. I mean, you didn't have a long time to spend with them, but you at least had the opportunity to pick their brain on how the industry is, relive some of their greatest moments and just shoot the shit with them. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
That's crazy. That's a really cool story. That's
Listen,
amazing.
man, I got a ton. I got a ton.
Well, we're excited to listen to them for the next couple hours here. I did realize there's a couple things we need to go back on here. So first off,
Yes, sir.
we have a hydrate to do. Thanks from Dubiligity?
Dubliggity.
Thank you for the hydrate, keeping us hydrated. As someone on a past stream said, it's like they're being our mom. So we have Mama Lisa and we have our the homies in here, which are they're taking care of us and keeping us hydrated. So thank you, appreciate that.
Go. And I did see what Puma said talking about Kenny drinking already. Watch your mouth, Puma.
He been drinking.
Yeah.
And then what else we got here? We got so we got questions here. So we did ask about the VIP thing already from Bane. We also got one from EE. How amazing is Scotland? He asks, or they asked. Sorry.
So Scotland. So one thing we like to do on my stream is I like to have people educate me on things that I did not know.
Okay.
So I did not know Scotland made almost everything. They made telephones, they made canals, they made Braveheart. It's just a ton of things that they make that I thoroughly that I did not know that I'm now realizing. So E
Yeah.
has been phenomenal of educating me on it. And it's always fun to learn something new every day.
Is EE from Scotland?
He is from Scotland.
Oh, let's go.
He reps it every time he gets to the Discord. Absolutely.
That's awesome. We love that. We love that. Y'all good? Yo, they can come say hi.
No. She's talking about people balls jiggling under their kilts in Scotland. Anybody worry about all that right now?
Oh boy,
about that right now.
That's hilarious. We got another. We got another question here. Actually, I don't know why, but that turned my head because I went through and I updated the break screen that we have here for when we hit break. You guys will see in about let's see, probably about a half an hour or so here when we hit our first break. But one of the things in the stream, and I completely, I always so often I forget about things that happen on the stream, obviously, and until I go back and watch them. And one of the ones that we had was Harry Dicko, one of our previous guests, and he talked about how he did the challenge where you dip your nuts into soy sauce. Um,
Hey yo.
and he talked about it in detail
Oh
on
my
stream,
god.
and oh my god, it was one of the funniest moments. Like I was like I couldn't, I was like struggling to breathe. I was like, oh, okay, sort of thing. It was,
Yeah.
yeah, it was pretty funny. But yeah, no, so that, I don't know why, but when you said the wiggling made me think of that. Oh
Yeah,
boy.
listen, I don't ever think about it. All right, that's one thing I don't ever do. Never think about it.
We also got another question from our boy Donovan here. He's asking, this is one of the very common community questions that we ask. A lot of our guests get this question, and you are today too. You're no different. Toilet paper, over or under?
Bidet.
I'm sorry, sir. That was not one of the answers. No, I was
Bidet.
kidding.
No, I'm just messing around. I'm just messing around. If we're going to, you know what? I'm gonna have to say over. I'm gonna
Okay.
have to say over. And the only reason why I say over, sometimes, what I mean, when you're doing your thing, you minding your business, you give a nice little slap, rolls it on down, you grab and go. You know what I mean? So if it's underneath, you could roll it and it ain't gonna be too good. But if you give it a nice little slap on the top of that toilet paper, you all right. So
That's great. I like the little slap.
there you go. You slap it and it gets to spinning on its own and you good.
Brr. Exactly. Well, you've definitely won over the Bren's residents' hearts. We have a lot of
There you go.
over fans. There is a couple unders, but there's quite a few overs there. But yeah, okay, let's go. But yeah, and, we've definitely heard obviously the bidet before, and that's something that's came up too.
Yeah,
But I don't know,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I mean, I'd be interested. Well, here's a little story for you guys. Speaking about bidets, and if Mama Lisa's in here, Mama Lisa is probably one of her favorite stories. I was actually surprised on her episode that she didn't speak about it. Maybe it was one thing that just kind of slipped the mind. So let's say about 5 years ago, when it was all kind of the big push for everyone to get bidets, like all these companies on Amazon were selling them on there, and there still is. Um, I was I was like, okay, let's try this out. Couldn't hurt, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, whoa, what was that? Oh, thank you for the dono. Appreciate that. Scared the heck out of me. Thank you for the
There you
dono,
go.
Space
There
Girl.
you
I
go.
appreciate you. Thank you so much. Puma, we'll get that in a second. Give me one sec here. By the way, I think you guys might have used up all the ask a
Mm.
questions already, which is okay. It's all good. Uh, if not, I will say for this one only, I will allow two of the questions that are supposed to go for me go to Mr. Ken Carter here. So if you have used it, just please put at the beginning for Ken, just or Kenny or something like that, so that I know who you guys are talking about. But going on to the stream, sorry, the question, the story. Oh my goodness. Is that so I bought it today. I was like, okay, like it's sort of thing, and I'm pretty handy, or at least I like to think I am. And so I decided to set it up, and I was like, okay, it's probably be what, a 10-minute setup, probably pretty easy. I'm reading this. I'm like, yeah, okay, this is not English, but okay. So I start setting it up. It's made in some sort of Asian country, and which I mean, but for some reason they decided not to print it into English, which whatever. I can look at pictures. That's fine. You're stealing my embarrassing story for my next live stream, Brendan. Yeah, sorry, mom. It's all right though. But yeah, so we got it, and I'm sitting there, and what should have been a 10-minute setup turned into I think 3 hours of me just covered in toilet water.
Oh man. Oh
um,
no.
yeah, and somehow, hey, oh, Brendan, is that your mom? That is my mom, Bane. This is my beautiful mother, Mama Lisa. The stream knows her. She is the stream mom. Be courteous. I mean, she won't hold back though. So I mean, if you step on the wrong foot, you're getting the foot in the butt. So
Uh-oh.
be careful about that. What's up, Brendan's mom? Exactly. Hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. Appreciate that. But basically, in my household, it is not called a bidet. It's called a badon't because of that story.
Nice, nice.
So
Listen, you just gotta control the water pressure.
yeah,
Sometimes if it hits you a little too hard, it might make your eyes water, or the water might run through your nasal cavity. You just
oh
gotta
my
turn
goodness.
it down a little bit. Check the warmth of the water, and then you're good to go.
Yeah, so it actually did get returned because I could not end up figuring out how it worked, because it actually did break the toilet. The toilet had to get
Oh,
repaired
that
because
sucks.
it broke the pump, and so I probably did it. It's probably not the bidet, but somehow it turned into, I think it was like a $200 fix. So sorry, mom. Appreciate you though.
Oh Lord.
Especially for that, yeah, right. So that's my bidet story about and on that side of it. But
I
there
mean,
wasn't.
my bidet story.
Yeah, of
If we're
course,
if
yes,
we're
of course.
getting on that level, my bidet story scared the hell out of me because
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was. So I thought it was a thought it was a sink. This is what you don't do when you've
Where's the
already been
soap?
drinking. Yeah, exactly. This is what you don't do when you already been drinking, and it's like, oh, there's a faucet right here. Let me. Oh, got it. This is a bad idea because the water shot up right in the ceiling, hit the ceiling, and I got about that bathroom. So yeah, no, we're not doing that no more. We're not.
So, Space Girl, that's getting real personal in here. Always, every single episode, Space Girl. If you're coming to hang out, we do this every single week. This is what we do. We get real personal. We got those funny stories. We get those good stories. We get those deep stories. That's what we are here for. But yeah, and that the thing is, I mean, if we go on a tangent one way about something about the bidets breaking and spraying you in the eye, I mean, that's what happens. It's but we do have another
Hey, baby.
segment that we are going into. However, before I go into that, I want to remind you, just kind of on that basis of what I just said, all these questions are up to your comfort to answer. If you prefer not to answer a question, please let me know. We'll stop asking them. I don't want you to feel uncomfortable during any part of this. This is supposed to be fun for both of us. In addition to that, if you have any questions for me throughout any part of the stream, feel free to ask them. I'm totally okay with answering questions as well. But we do another segment here after the two truths, one lie. It's called quick questions. Trying to get you kind of warmed up for the questions. They do not have to be answered quick by any means. I will say, maybe don't provide a story. I will come back and ask kind of one by one as we go through here. And if you want to touch on a story later after we ask, there's 10 questions that will kind of speed round, if you will.
Listen, you
You
can
don't have
take
to
your
like,
time, baby.
so let's go. So don't feel like you have to, you feel like you don't have to like just blurt them out because I think that adds some stress that we don't need. It's just to warm you up, get you thinking a little bit, and for everyone to kind of get to know about you as well. Um,
Got you.
Bane,
Got you.
everyone's moms likes you. That's there you go. You're just building the resume more and more.
Listen, I'm an open book, baby. Ask me whatever.
For sure. So the first question we have for you is, what's your favorite color?
Mm, that's the easy one. Blue, baby.
Blue. How you
That's
like you.
easy.
Favorite food?
If we're being honest, chicken lo mein.
Okay. Okay. Favorite drink?
Woo! We talk about alcoholic beverage
Can
or
be
just,
whatever you'd like.
hey, baby, you gotta treat me right with the Tito's. I need that Tito's.
Tito's. Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite number?
Mm. Let's go. Actually, 11.
11. Okay.
11.
Favorite movie? Of
Favorite movie. Oh man, can I give you two?
course you can.
Demolition Man and Rocky 3.
Okay.
Great movies right there.
Who's your favorite influencer?
Oh man. Is social media related or real life?
Sure. Can be. I mean, actually, it can be either. I'll give you either.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go a little old school. I'm gonna say Stuart Scott. Rest in peace, Stuart Scott. He's an absolute legend. He kind of put me on this path. I actually, to segue into that, I actually started going to broadcasting school, but I got out of that because I didn't want to spend the money. Way too expensive to learn nothing. Although this is what I want to do, they didn't really want to teach you that. And of course, number two, my mama. Like my mom was my biggest influence of my life,
Let's
easily.
go. We love the moms in here.
There you go.
um, what's your favorite vacation that you've ever taken?
Oh, now we getting somewhere. I got a story for you, baby. My favorite. Well, I did one by myself back in 2019. I went to Denver. That
Okay.
was crazy. I went to Miami. That is, oh God. But my favorite vacation, I would have to say it's Vegas. It's always Vegas. I've been
Vegas.
to Vegas 10 times since I turned 21. So
Damn.
Vegas all day,
I think
all day.
I have some questions about Vegas for you too. Favorite
Okay.
animal?
Oh man, I'm a cat parent. I love
Yeah.
cats.
Okay. Mama Lisa.
Yeah,
You've won Mama Lisa's heart over.
there you
Um,
go.
favorite season?
Favorite season, it's got to be fall.
Oh, that's a third. That's a fourth on fall for so far. That's crazy. Four people have answered that same thing. What's your favorite way to spend time?
Ooh, I love peace and quiet. So I live a very well, not anymore, but I lived a very chaotic life. So the moment I get the opportunity to kind of sit down, nothing's on, reset, decompress, and just kind of get my thoughts together, meditate for about 30 to 40 minutes. That's what I love to do.
Give me one sec here. I'm like about to cough here. Give me
No,
one
do you
quick
think?
second.
Do you think? Oh, and Mama Lisa, Tito's is vodka, carb-free vodka. It's delicious. Trust me, I drink it often.
So I do have a question here about that. So
Sure.
let's debrief them. First off, blue, love you already for it. I like the shirt's blue. I like blue. We already kicking it. Um,
Respect.
second thing here, you said chicken lo mein. You're talking
Yes, sir.
like Chinese food, right? We're talking.
Of course.
Okay,
Of
okay,
course. Of course.
that slaps.
Yeah.
Favorite drink, Tito's. So you answered the question already because I was wondering the same thing. Because I don't know if I've ever seen that before.
Well, let me help you out. If you wouldn't mind,
Go
I
for
can
it. You're
easily
all
show
good.
you. You know, I can easily show you with Tito's. It's hands down the most delicious vodka you will ever have. Period. Look, Duplicity know what's up. It's the best vodka you'll ever have. It goes with everything. It's smooth. You can drink it straight. You can mix it with anything. It's the best. It is the best.
So I know we were talking a little bit sponsorship before. That looked
Ah,
like a brand deal right there.
yeah.
That was
Sign me up. Sign me
exact
up.
right. You said favorite number was 11. All right, I like
Yes,
that.
sir.
Your favorite movie you said was what was this? I missed the first one, but the second one was Rocky 3. I heard
Demolition Man
Demolition Man.
and Rocky 3.
Okay. Oh, it's got as far as movies. Oh my god. So for the ones that follow me on Twitter, I watched one of the best movies last night. I don't know if you are into kind of like an action, I guess you could say slash horror in a sense. I don't
Yeah.
like horror at all. And like people,
I mean, I can't do that. It scares the hell out of me.
yeah, it drives my girlfriend crazy because she's a big fan of it, and I'm just like, it's not for me. It's not it.
At all. At all.
But I had a recommendation from a friend. Say watch Army of the Dead. It just came out a couple days ago. I watched. He said he had watched. What was it? He watched it 3 times in like 4 days or 3 or 4 days. Like it just came out on the. It just came out I think on the 25th. I think
Wait, is that the Netflix one?
it is correct.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to watch that. Yeah, I actually do want to watch
Okay,
that.
so I watched it last night. Probably one of the best movies I've watched in a while. Um,
Really?
it is a horror, but it's not one that you're like every single second. Like it has
Gotcha, gotcha,
and
gotcha.
what I hate about horror movies is that half the time they don't have any like good storyline. This had a fabulous storyline. Like
Okay,
just great. You're like totally invested in it. Like we
okay.
halfway through the movie we ordered Uber Eats and I walk outside because I was like, oh, like thinking outside I'm like, damn, is this zombie gonna get me? Like I was invested in that movie. Um but yeah, so if you guys haven't watched Army of the Dead, go watch it. It's such a good movie.
I definitely gotta check it out. I
Yeah,
definitely
no,
gotta check it out.
for sure for you. You got to. It's you'll like it. It's if you're into anything even action a little bit, good movie because it's not like too much. There's a good story. It ticks all the boxes for me.
Gotcha.
You
Respect.
said favorite influencer, Stuart Sky and mom. As we said,
Yeah,
moms. We love moms here.
exactly.
I said
My mom also. Oh, I mean to cut you off.
no.
My
You're
apologies.
good. Go for it.
My mom, just like yours, she's one of my biggest supporters. My mom will jump into the stream from time to time and like chat with people.
Let's
Like
go.
she's the reason. I don't want to say she's the only reason, but she's definitely a reason as to why I do this. You know what I mean? She's always been my driving force. Like if I put my mind to something, she's like, try it, give it a shot. If you like it, I love it. Let's see if you can work in that aspect and work in that avenue. So yeah, 100% my mother. My mother.
Yes, we love moms. Hey, Bryn's mom, can you ask Ken and Brent if they can VIP me? Yeah, I mean, you can try, Bane. I don't even know if Mama Lisa would know what a VIP is. I mean, she might. She's getting really smart with this stuff. Um,
Oh, okay.
but
Okay.
what's got? I don't know if she know what VIP is yet. I don't even know if she knows that she has the. I mean, she probably does now. Can't say no to your mom. I mean, I have. Should I? Probably not, because my mom's given me a lot of things in my life that I should be
There
very
you go.
fortunate for. Um, Cody says we're a big fan of supporter mothers. We are a big fan of supporter mothers. You're very
100%.
true there.
100%.
As I talked about, I don't know if I talked about it on a stream or not, but Cody was talking about when we're talking about my mom and how one of his favorite stories about my mom. We were watching this show, Kenny versus Spenny. If you've ever seen it, well, I mean, I hope everyone here is 18 plus because if you if you're watching that show, but when we were younger, we said we watched Kenny versus Spenny, and I laughed so hard I fell off a chair and broke a glass door. Yeah, yeah,
Jesus,
yeah.
man.
That was
Jesus.
it was one of those stories. And mom took all the heat for it too. When her ex boyfriend came to ask the questions, and so always would respect, big respect. Oh, I mean, love my mom no matter what, but big question. So I see it, Puma. Don't worry. I've been thinking about it. It's all good. We're gonna go through these and then we'll get it. Don't worry. I got you. We got a couple questions here. I see in here. Um, the favorite vacation ever taken? Vegas. I mean, I
Yes, sir.
think after COVID dies down, I think we got to go on a big Vegas trip. I'm just saying.
Listen. If you haven't gone, you must
I
go.
have. I've been very
If
fortunate.
if you want to know the hot, oh, you have okay. I was about to say if
Luckily,
you want to know the hot spots, baby, I got you from old Vegas to New Vegas. You let me know, and I'll tell you where to go.
I might have to have a tour guide next time. So we went. It was actually our last trip before COVID hit. We went in October 2019. So it was the last trip that we were able to go. It was our anniversary gift that I gifted to my girlfriend. Um, it was. It would have been a great trip, but I had a cold and I was
Oh
out of commish.
man.
Like I got the swollen ears, and the whole trip was just
Ooh,
it was. I tried to make the most of it because I was like, we have 4 days, and I was like very adamant about having a good time because it's Vegas, baby. Like,
it's Vegas.
um,
Listen, you got to do it up.
right? And so I stuck it through, but I did not feel good. And by the end of the trip, I was just like, I think there was like one night where like we were supposed to go out and walk the city, and I just crashed. I slept for like I think 8 hours, and then we did go out, but it was like midnight. But I mean, like it's Vegas, and the city that never sleeps type of thing. But
Oh yeah, yeah.
but it was definitely quieter than usual because it's midnight.
Because
Um,
well, that's when if you was in New Vegas, yeah, New Vegas is quiet after midnight. If you
mhm.
go to Old Vegas down Fremont Street, whoo,
So we went
life just begins.
we went Fremont Street, but we went in the afternoon, like I think like noon. No,
See, the
not it.
beautiful thing about Fremont Vegas after midnight. So, all right, the beautiful thing about Vegas, the jails, and I'm gonna start it off just like that. The jails aren't but so, but they're only but so big. So at a certain time of day, week, month, they let everybody that they arrested out because they can't hold them. So
Terrifying.
when I tell you Vegas on Fremont Street gets live about 1 a.m., it gets live about 1 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta go.
All right. My mom's
You
sitting there
gotta go.
like
Yeah, exactly. Please don't. No, listen. The most fun I ever had for real. I mean, listen. Vegas is the adults' playground. If we're being honest, renting
true.
scooters, drinking daiquiris at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, then going to an arcade and going to a club and partying, going to a pool party. Listen, there's so many things that you can do in Vegas. So many things,
Yeah.
but nothing makes it worth it. Like getting drunk at 1 o'clock in the afternoon and riding a scooter around. That's beautiful.
Right in the sorry, what?
Getting drunk at 1 o'clock in the
Yeah.
afternoon and riding a scooter around.
Go around. Oh, I see. I wouldn't see.
Yeah.
I think you need to be my tour guide for Vegas next time I go. I think that's pretty. I think that's gonna happen. Yeah, no, I'd love to go to Vegas again where I'm not like dying because like I felt terrible. Like we bought tickets to go to a Diplo show, and go
Oh,
watch some DJ,
nice.
and like it was a big ticket, but I could not work up the energy to go and go outside and listen to music and boom, like
Yeah, deal with
it's
that
not
EDM
happening.
all day.
Yeah, and so that's the
Yeah.
thing is like I love the dude, love the music, but it's just like I was just so like just done, and so we didn't go, and I mean, that's why my girlfriend loved the girl. What's it called she was like, yeah, we'll sit out, it's okay. So then we'll maybe walk the city, do something a little more calm, a little tame. So we at least did something. We didn't just stay in the room the whole time. But I was out of commish. But yeah, I could talk about Vegas this whole stream, but we're gonna move on from that though. You said favorite animal is a cat. So as I said, Mama Lisa's a big fan. So her patio, I actually named it wrong. Actually, I said the wrong name. It's actually called the catio, and I am not
The
kidding.
patio.
That those cats have more living space than I do in my current house.
Oh, wow.
um,
Holy crap.
yeah, it's good. And so yeah, no, my those are my siblings, by the way, the Miko and Phoebe, the cats. But that was where the bear was, is the catio. So yeah, you've definitely won the heart of Mama Lisa already.
Right on, right on.
Yeah, fall is your favorite season.
Yes, sir.
We're getting close. We're getting very close to that season.
Listen,
Um, yeah,
I love the winter. I love the fall. Like that, like, that transition to like 70 to 60, then it starts to dip. I love that time of the year.
yeah,
Once it starts, especially in Baltimore, once it starts to get up to like the 80, 90 and that humidity kick in, no, no, I do
not
not
it.
like it. I do not like it. Do not like it.
And then we got thank you, Space Girl. Cute cat names. You gotta owe it up to Mama Lisa. I mean, I helped a little bit, but not really. Thank you for the hydrate, Doob. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna mess that up. Can I just call you Doob? Is that okay? Doob?
Yeah, you call him dude.
Doob? Okay. Thanks,
There you
dude.
go, dude.
Yeah, see, I like my two favorite seasons would have to be summer and winter. However, someone's made a good comment about summer last time I brought this up, is that summer's just too hot. And
Absolutely.
I don't usually say this. Canadian summers are not too bad. But today I'm sitting here. I have my window open right beside me. I got my patio that's right beside me here, and I am sweating like more than I usually sweat. And it is. Thank you for the love, Sarah. Appreciate it. I'm sweating so grossly right now. It is disgusting. um,
Listen, listen. I
yeah,
can't do the heat, baby.
yeah.
I
No,
can't
it's
do the heat. I can't do the heat.
so yeah. I'm melting over here right today, but that's all right. And then with the as far as winter, I love it because it's my birthday. My birthday is in December, so it's
Hey,
snow, cold weather. That means my birthday's coming up, so that's where I'm excited.
what's
Um,
up? My birthday is also in December.
yeah. Took a trip to the Lincoln Station. It was disgusting outside. Peeled myself from the leather seats.
Ugh.
Ew, gross. It's
Yeah.
28 degrees Celsius. Damn, that's hot. At least for us, that's hot. It's not hot as everywhere, but um, yeah, no. There you go, Donovan. 28 degrees Celsius. What is that in Fahrenheit? Throw that in the chat for us so we all know here. Because I know you were searching up the other day. I'm sunburned to hell, dude. How are you? Who's the guest? The lovely guest is MrKenCarter. Exclamation mark guest will get you there. We did say the favorite spare time, but we also did touch at the very end there. But keeping quiet, I love that. I think that's super awesome. We'll talk about decompressing a little bit later in the stream here. But let's go back to the thing because I think I know there's some people who are patiently waiting. I mean, impatiently is Puma, but I mean,
Puma's been barking at that same thing for a long time.
So what is? I'm age. I'm assuming it is supposed to have a question mark after that, but I'm assuming how old?
There you go. I was about to say, if you're gonna say age, I can say whatever,
I
But if
mean,
you're saying how old I am,
how old are you? Yes.
there you go. I'm 35.
35. Man, you do not look
35.
35. Puma,
Thank you,
be
baby. I
quiet.
appreciate you.
There's nothing you can say to change my mind on that. You do not look 35. You look if anything a good late 20s.
Thank you.
So
Appreciate
yes.
you. Listen, I take care of myself.
Yes, for sure. What's I 35 years young, my guy. I was truthfully
There
thinking
you
20,
go.
23, 24. Cody nail on the head there, my guy.
Thank you, Cody. I appreciate you.
What's it called? Sarah goes, how you doing? I'm Sarah. I'm better than Don, meaning Donovan, who you met before the stream.
Oh my goodness.
Exactly. Thank you for the lyrics, Sarah. And Cody asked him for one of his top 3 anime, but if it's DB Dragon Ball Z, have him pick a top villain. Okay. We talked pre-stream that he said he was well, I mean, there's a couple Dragon Ball Z Funkos behind him, so I mean, I think that helps your answer a little bit, Cody. But what is your top 3 animes?
Well, top 3 would be easily. Well, if we're talking series, okay. So Dragon Ball Z, no brainer. Ronin Warrior and Gundam. Now, if we're going to be specific of what Gundam, G Gundam. Although Gundam Wing is phenomenal as well. Now, since DBZ is my top tier anime, who's my favorite villain? Still be my boy Frieza. Frieza is an OG. I love Frieza to death.
See, Donovan calls me out on this all the time. Every single time there's a conversation that goes over my head, he knows the gloss in my eyes, and this conversation, I know nothing about anime.
It's okay. It's okay.
Cody is very adamant in getting me into animes, so I mean, it's probably gonna happen. I mean, maybe we'll do it in the Cord. Maybe we'll do like a stream watch, and we'll watch it all together in the Discord soon. He has one that he said he wants to get me as my first anime to watch. I don't know. It doesn't hit with me. It's not my interest. I mean,
well,
I respect
you gotta
it.
find the right one. You gotta find the right one.
That's what I've heard.
So it's like, yeah. So it's like, okay, I grew up on Dragon Ball Z. I grew up on Ronin Warriors. I grew up on Gundam and Gundam Wing and Cowboy Bebop and Vampire Hunter D and Akira, Fist of the North Star. I mean, you name it. I grew up on that. So you kind of have to find what you like.
Okay.
Me, I love. Listen, if you're fighting and beating each other up with barely any storyline, I love it. Because once you start getting into too much of this like Attack on Titan is phenomenal, but it's too much dialogue. It's like 15 minutes of action, 18 episodes of dialogue. That's why I don't watch Naruto. Same thing. 15 minutes of action, 3,700 episodes of straight dialogue. I can't do it. Get to the action. That's why I'm here to watch it.
Puma says anime is like a heroin shot. You got to get that good high for or what? You got to get that good high. Puma, do you know by experience? Thank you, dude, for the send love, by the way, too. Appreciate that.
Listen, I don't know what Puma do, and I don't know how she get down, but that's the second time I know she mentioned heroin. So, oh no, not heroin. I'm sorry, some type of
Drug.
narcotic. Let's be correct. Let's be correct.
Puma, you crazy. No wonder you poop so much.
Exactly. Oh no. Oh
uh,
no. Oh no.
well, for the real ones, we'll know what that with reference to is how much Puma talks about defecating.
Oh, okay. I
and,
did
and
not
th-
know that was a thing.
have
Okay,
you not
word, word,
noticed?
word.
That's something that I don't think I've walked into a stream that Puma's not talking about some sort of poop.
I think she's talking about just crapping on me, but I could deal
I
with it.
mean,
It's no
maybe
big deal.
that's what it was in reference to. Maybe I just missed the part of it, but
Possible.
yeah.
It's possible.
Going into this, I will say, just because I know there's some people who joined in after who've kind of wandered in. We do have some questions going on here in a little bit here. But I will say, if you guys are coming off from the title, we're giving away $250. So obviously that's a little bit confusing if you see me talking here with our guests and we're not mentioning anything at all about the 250. So let's go into it a little bit. We are giving up to $250. That might increase though, however. Thank you. Donovan, you're on game today.
I'm
Exclamation
so
mark tourney.
fine.
If you guys go and hit that link up, that link will bring you to a sign up sheet. July 3rd at 9 a.m., we'll be hosting a tournament to 128 teams where people can, you guys can join totally free, win some money. It's going to be a duels tournament. Join it up. I'm not going to litter you guys too much because I know some of you guys already heard earlier in the stream, but go sign up. Go get a friend. Go sign up. If you don't have a friend, that's all right. I don't either. Let's go. Just go sign up though. We'll find you a friend. It's all good. We got the homies in there. Bane, I am from BC, Canada, in province. What province you in? Yes,
Nice, man.
that's where I'm
Nice,
from. Thank you
nice,
for the
nice.
question. Appreciate that. Yeah. You're welcome for the tourney idea, Cody. I mean, Cody, you're full of ideas, my guy. So as far as that, we're gonna ask a couple questions and we're gonna hit a break. But we'll do a couple questions. We'll roll the break and then we'll run. Brendan doesn't have. It's true. Brendan doesn't have any friends. Thank you, Donovan.
Oh, Jesus.
Appreciate that. So my first question we ask it to every guest that's on here, and you, my friend, as I said, are no different. What made you want to begin streaming?
Well, sir. It was a long, long time ago. I want to say back in 2016.
Okay.
I actually, so again, I was going to school to become a broadcaster to some degree. I had no idea what I wanted to do, but I knew that's what I had in mind of what I wanted. Why not do something that I love and enjoy? Video games have been in my life forever. Why not talk and play and enjoy it? So 2016, I started this journey in trying to put together my streaming career. Things got derailed, did not go my way. So 5 years, 4 years later, last year, I actually put it together and was like, forget it, I'm gonna do it. So to make a long story short, I got in my own way. I got in my own head. I was too self-conscious and I was too reserved about putting myself on the internet because once again, when you put yourself on the internet, you're just open to be judged, open to be critiqued, open to be just demeaned and belittled. So I just built up that confidence in myself to say, you know what, fuck it, I don't care. Oh, excuse me, I don't care.
You're allowed to swear. It's
I'm
all
gonna
good.
go ahead and all right, right on. I'm gonna go ahead and rock and roll. I know who I am. I'm confident in myself. I have nothing but you can ask Boom about my confidence now. I have nothing but the utmost confidence in myself to actually do this thing and rock it out and have fun with it. So I would say it started 2016, but once again, I got in my own way and I didn't start until last year.
Okay. I think a lot of people are feeling the same way. Like when they start, like before they start streaming, I've talked to a lot of people who are very want to do it, who have great ideas. Like one of my buddies, and I'll call him out by name, is his name is Raymond. Very smart guy. Went to high school with him. He has a brilliant idea, but it was just kind of like, how do I do it? I said, dude, just start filming. Just pick
Yeah,
a platform
yeah.
and go for it. Whether it be TikTok, whether it be Twitter, whether it be Instagram, whether it be Twitch, YouTube, you name it. If it works for you, you'll kill it. You know what I mean? And I've seen this thing. And he finally did decide to pull the trigger on TikTok, and I'm so glad he did because
Yeah, it's
his
awesome.
content's
It's awesome.
hilarious. And like, I mean, if one's eaten, we all eaten. If you know what I mean. So that's kind of my
Well, I think
ideology on it.
I think the thing is people start to doubt themselves and they don't believe in themselves. You know what I mean? So once that doubt creeps in, it's kind of hard to get out until you have the people around you that's like, man, don't worry about that. You're great at what you do. We believe in you. And then once they believe in you, you start to believe in yourself. And then you're like, oh, I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna kill it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So
Sure. Yeah, and
absolutely.
that's what I say too. Is I think where the kind of the big kind of holding me up and the background sounds weird, but I guess it would be kind of in a sense that holds me up is the team, the mod team. Exclamation mark mod if you want to join. But
Uh
but is that team Donovan's so fast on that? Damn, he knew exactly where I was going with that.
he's quick.
Uh,
He on it. He on it.
right, and the what I would say is if you want to join that mod team, go for it. Please help me. um, is that the team keeps me going when I introduced Donovan to Kenny. I said, this is my babysitter, Donovan. And then he goes, oh, all right, sounds good. So yeah,
Hey, we
that's
all got one.
yeah, exactly. So there's that, and Donovan's not the only babysitter, but he's been doing a lot of babysitting recently. I'll give him that. Um, yeah, and we saw Barley that was up there earlier. I saw Barley was in here. I don't know if he's still in here. I hope he is. I know I know he sometimes lurks around and hangs out, but yeah, no, I got and Tara same as well as I know Tara was in here earlier. But yeah, that team, they keep me together. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
whether it be with ideas, challenging me on things that I think is right, um, or just tell me that is things that I don't know, whatever it may be, they always got my back in some sort of form of fashion. And definitely something as a streamer that's struggling to kind of learn things. Um, you need to have those people in
You
your
need a
corner.
team. You need a
Yeah.
team. You need a team. Like, I mean, my team that I have around me is mainly my friends for real. So like Duplicity, my man Falk, uh, Algae, you know what I mean? Although Algae and Falk don't really stream that much, but they're still in my corner to some degree. You know, my brother T Mac, once again, my mom. So it takes, I mean, Casey, it takes good people around you to really, really be successful at this thing. Because I'm telling you this right now, like I said, we talked about it earlier. We'll get into it later about decompressing and stepping away.
Mhm.
Man, this streaming thing will kill you. And I mean that, as a
Totally.
figure of speech, it obviously won't kill you, but we put so much effort into this shit where it's like if it doesn't go our way, we put so much more pressure on ourselves, and then it really doesn't go our way, and we're like, "Oh, I'm a failure because I didn't get, what I wanted." You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Instead of what I always tell, and Duplicity probably hates me because I say it every day, saying my boy Falk. I mean, we got to be 1% better every day. You know, if we're better today than we was yesterday, that means we're making improvements. You know what I mean? Don't worry about the X amount of people that ain't watching you. Worry about the people that's in there watching you. Worry about that community. That's the ones that's really helping you build. So it's stuff like that that really helps you go and keep going. So
Sure. Yeah, no, and I think as far as the pressure thing, that's something that's so relatable, and that's like
rough.
when I see like creators that are like burning themselves out on content. I mean, like I'll throw a number out there, and I will add with an at-risk. It does work for some people, but it's like 7 day streamers. Um, it works for some people, but when you're a new streamer that's trying to figure out what their grind is, 7 day streaming is not a great idea.
Absolutely
It's the
not.
fastest way
Absolutely
to
not.
burn yourself out. And yes, there's people who can do it. Don't get me wrong. Think about it. Think about it as a job. If you are working a job that's 7 days a week, it might not happen the first 2 weeks, the 3 weeks, even the first 2, 3 months. But you're going to burn out, like any other
Absolutely.
job on this earth. You're going to burn out if you're doing
Absolutely.
that straight 7 days a week and trying to provide content. Either that, or it's just not going to be good content because you're not going to have that time to step away and realize, okay, this is not working and this stuff like that. Um,
Well, it's not even just that. I mean, people don't realize that if you're not into it, you don't know. It takes so much energy to do this shit. So it's like, you know what I mean? I want to do the 7 day thing, but I know that doesn't work for me. I do
mm,
3 days. 3 days is perfect. Then I'm gonna add in a fourth day someday. Exactly. 3 days
yeah,
is perfect. Add
totally.
that fourth day in, and then I'm good. But for those, I watch some of those big guys, the Nick Merckx, Tim the Tatman, Hassan Piker. They go seven. Well, I think Tim does 4 or 5 now, but Hassan Piker does 7 days for 12 hours. There is no way in
Crazy.
hell I could do that. Like, I get he's got a bigger following, so it's more demanding. I get that.
Hmm.
But at some point in time, where we preach at where I'm at employed right now is work life balance. Like, you got to have that balance. You just
Hmm.
have to.
Totally. And yeah, the same for me. Like I'm working a full time job and doing this is, yeah, I mean, I call it part time, but it's turned into full time in a sense.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? I'm not streaming full time, but I'm working on the brand full time, whether it be meetings, whether it be just creating content, whether it be setting up a guest, talking with a guest, talking to someone that might have a connection with someone so that I can get, whatever it may be, to get this kind
Absolutely.
of Tuesday for there to be a show to put on, or every week for there to be a show to put on. As Cody will say, he always bugs me about the 1 day a week thing that I do. And I mean, okay, sure. But the thing is, I'd rather content over quantity.
Oh,
And
100%.
and that's my
100%.
thing is, and I'm bringing on guests who I think are the top tier, who are going to give the most entertainment, who's going to make me feel like I'm having fun. Because I mean, as much fun as it is for you guys, quality over quantity. That's the words I was looking for, dude. Thank you. Um, is as much as I have fun doing this, I want it to be fun for you guys and for the guests as well too. Like I think if I don't click with that guest, it's not gonna be fun for no one. Like and that's why I think it worked so well
100%.
for you and I is almost the second I joined your chat, I think we kind of clicked pretty well and we figured out what was gonna work here and I mean
There you go.
look at us.
Well, because I bring the energy. You know what I mean? That's no big
True.
deal. I mean, no, it's no problem with me. Like I think even the moment we had that Discord chat a couple weeks ago, first thing you came in, I was like, "What's up, baby? How you doing?" Like that's,
Totally.
you know, what I mean, I make sure that you're engaged as well as I'm engaged.
Yeah,
So
I love that. No, so I went over to Mama Lisa's house the other night, and I was like, yeah, I said I have this guy. His name's KenCarter. He's coming on. This dude's got some energy that I might have to match tomorrow. But let's go. But a lovely guy. So no, I was very excited for this one because I knew this was gonna whatever mood I came into this episode with. I knew I was gonna be feeling good at least by the mid part of it, and then for sure by the end. And I mean, I think even before this episode
absolutely,
started, I was excited
absolutely.
for it. So or like Ken on drugs, low key. No, Puma, that's you.
Ah,
um,
that's Puma. I think that's Puma.
what is the TLDR version of your life?
Whoo. Um, that's a great question. The TLDR.
It can be as shortened as you'd like it. It does not have to be too, but I mean, we're not going year by year here.
Of
I
course,
mean,
of
like,
course, of course, of course.
I mean, we could go year by year, I guess, but I mean, just like
Nah,
we're not
that's too
doing day
much,
by day, I
baby. That's too
guess.
much. That's too much. I would say perseverance and adversity. That's the best way I
Perseverance
could put it.
and adversity.
There's been many a days and many a nights where I've been put through some trialing times. Just to give you a little bit of insight about my childhood, I was homeless 3 different times as a kid.
Oh,
Um, yeah, it sucks. So you learn how to survive. You learn how to adapt within the environment that you're in. So you understand who to trust and who not to trust. So every day then was a struggle because you're trying to just survive. You're not trying to worry about what I have on and what they think of me. No, fuck that. I'm just trying to survive. So I take that mindset everywhere I go. So every day to me now as an adult is a challenge because it's like, okay, something's gonna come up and I have to know I'm prepared to attack it and not let it bring me down.
mhm.
I have to know that, when adversity comes around, adversity can do one of two things. It can break you or it can make you stronger. So I tend to make sure that when it comes up, I break it and I don't let it break me.
I
So
like that.
it just forms you. It just forms you. Iron sharpens iron, baby. When you come up to challenges, you got to step up to the plate. If not, you fold. And I'm not on this planet to fold to nothing. So yeah,
Like that.
absolutely. Adversity, perseverance.
You're looking at him, the Iron Man.
Ah.
um, so we are going to hit a quick break. I'm very interested in hearing about the homelessness that you've had to go through 3 times.
Sure,
Uh,
sure, sure, sure.
yeah, go exactly, Cody. Go follow the links. Use this break time to go follow all the links. They're all down there. If you want, I'd be very happy if you guys would do that. Go throw a subscription too. It's me telling you, not him. You
I
don't have to
appreciate it.
though. Just a follow is great too. But I think you'd be worth your investment. It stonks, you know. Uh,
Stonks.
and
GameStop stonks.
which is also we'll talk about stonks in a second when we go back we loop back and talk about some GameStop history in a little bit too as well. So stay tuned for that. We're gonna hit a quick break. Also, if you haven't already, if you didn't want to leave the stream and miss anything, exclamation mark tourney. You can go and check out the tournament, sign up for it. If you guys play Rocket League, go hit that up. Also, exclamation mark mod. You can, if you want to be a mod, just go use this time to go sign up for those forms if you'd like. If not, we will see you after a very, very short break. We'll catch you in a sec, guys.
Sorry. It's so loud too. I'm so sorry. Hi, Real Practice. I'm so sorry the people who are lurking and not paying attention to the stream. I'm so sorry. I know that's loud.
I've been asking streamers what's the best advice they've ever received. And here's what they told me.
What's the single best piece of advice you've ever received? Listen. This piece of advice is very important to me because I am what you call a jealous person. Because I think I found it on Instagram or some shit. Something stupid. But it said that someone else's success is not your downfall, okay? And I was like, that's true, alright? Because I'd see someone else doing super successful and I'm like, why can't that be me? I can't be happy for them, blah 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 blah, they're doing so good. And I'm like, you know, just because someone is doing good doesn't mean that you're doing bad. We live in capitalism, so someone's success is your downfall.
Hey, do you play Rocket League? Because if so, you're going to want to listen to this. I'm hosting a Rocket League tournament, and I'm about to give $250 to the winning team. And you can sign up right now and play. Spaces are limited, so go sign up in my Instagram bio.
I always twirled my hair since I was a kid. Like it's just something to do with my fingers, or like I used to make sounds. Like I used to go, and I had these little ticks. And my parents for a long time thought like, you know, it could be something serious. And so for me, guitar, it was always like a way to almost like soothe my fingers, like, and soothe my body a bit.
The outside, I try to appear as very calm, very zen, but inside I'm like, what the beep is beepity happening here? So
My own mod. I've been asking streamers what's the best advice they've ever received. And here's what they told me.
What is the single best piece of advice I've ever received? Somebody just put like life into a bigger perspective for me. So they're like, listen, your 20s are a very small part of your life. Risk a lot of things in order to make the rest of your life better. So my thing was like, I'm just going to try a bunch of shit, risk a bunch of money even. Like I floated money into crypto. It's doing great now. I'm happy about that. That's a big risk that I probably wouldn't take if I had a family and children and things like that. But in my 20s, I can do it. I can lose all my money tomorrow and I have a job. I'll be fine. But if I have kids, I can't be risking shit like that. So just take risks while you're young. It's the best piece of advice I've ever received. So don't have kids. Got it. Yeah. Yeah.
Who or what inspires you?
I'll start with my dad. My dad worked a lot. He's still working a lot right now. I have always looked up to my father ever since I was a little baby boy. When I was in kindergarten, you would go up and you would talk in front of all the parents. And you would say what you wanted to be when you grew up. All these kids are like, you know, I want to be a policeman. I want to be a firefighter. I want to be a doctor. The teacher asked me what I wanted to be. And at first I said I wanted to be like a firefighter or something. And my teacher was like, we have too many of those. You can't do that. I was like, oh shit. And my 4-year-old brain completely blown. I had never had my ego just taken down like that. I had to think about who did I look up to. Of course, first man that comes in my head, my father.
All right.
I like it. That's really cool.
Hello. How's it going? How's everyone doing?
What's
thanks
up?
Thanks for hanging out and chilling and watching those the break screen. It's a new break screen actually. Brand new. Just made it today. I mean, you guys might have seen it if you guys follow TikTok. Exclamation mark TikTok will get you there. I'll pop it back in the chat here. We let Donovan have a little bit of a longer break here, so he'll be back in a few here. But exclamation mark TikTok. Thank you for the break screen. I appreciate it. You guys are too nice. Stomp. Puma, you press the note. I know, right? They're all fresh. They're brand new. So yeah, no. Sorry, did you say Doob is on your team? Is that what you said? Like your mod team?
Yeah, dude was on my team. Yeah.
All right, Doob. I have some ideas for you guys too. By the way, if you guys want to hit me up after stream, exclamation mark Discord. Just add me on Discord. Yeah, yes, of course you can. 100%. I got a lot of ideas for you guys. I think you guys there's a lot of similarities that you guys can use for things like that. We'd love to have you in the Discord. We sometimes do game nights. We've postponed them right now to put all of our efforts into the Rocket League thing that's coming up here very soon. But we will be going to that, I'm sure, soon. So let's kind of break this down a little bit here, and I want to break down the TLDR. I think you really put the TLDR. You really like took it to heart there with it. It was really compact there. So we're gonna unpack a little bit here. So you said you were homeless 3 times. First off, what ages,
sir.
and if you don't mind, kind of explaining like what happened there.
Sure. I think it was well, I know for a fact when I was like 14, 15, and then the earlier years is when I was, one I don't even remember, and then I think it was like 3. Yeah, yeah. So
Sorry,
that was
1 and 3. Is that what you said?
yeah, it was when I was really young.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So like I said, during that time, like it's definitely not something to brag about. So I would never like to do that. So
Mm.
if I'm smiling about it, I apologize. It's because I know what it's like and I know where I come from.
Of
You know
course.
what I mean? To look back and be like, oh yeah, fuck, I was, eating out of dumpsters, eating out the trash. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Of
To see where I've come from that to this, I could smile on. I could look back and
course.
smile because it's like I've come so far, but I still have more to. I still have more to achieve.
It's a beautiful story so far, at least.
Yeah, it's
So
not bad. It's not
it's
bad. I still got more to
that's something
go.
to smile about, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, did you? I might have totally missed it here. Did you say what the reasoning for the becoming homeless was?
Well, well, you can easily go through the typical economic issues. Main reason being because if you're not familiar, you should Google Baltimore City sometime. Uh, you should just Google Baltimore City. You can see and understand why uh we fell on hard times. Gentrification was very, very real. There was multiple entities in Baltimore City that would kick people out of their homes, demolish those homes, and then now you're on the street. You kind of have to figure out where you want to live. So a lot of times you go on house to house, couch to couch, until you get back on your feet. I know when I was in my teenage years, when it was very, very influential on me, um, yeah, man, I couch surfed for at least 1 or 2 years, easy. And that kind of molds you. That kind of molds
Definitely.
you and lets you understand how to read people, how to understand people, um, how to deal with people, for lack of a better term. You know what I mean? So I know when I go into a certain area, I know who I can connect with, I know who I can interact with because I've been through those hard times, and it just shapes your world a lot different from others. So yeah.
Sure. Do you find that it kind of like that being able to kind of know who you can trust type of thing work like helps you in this career in a sense, or even in past careers like your GameStop thing? Like you said, you were a manager, so I'm sure you're doing hiring things like that. Were you able to kind of almost snip out a vibe of like what people are coming in for, or like for instance, me coming into your stream and saying, "Hey, why don't you be on my podcast?"
Yeah.
Like what was your impressions in that sense? Because obviously, like I've gotten the understanding that I've noticed that, especially with me, for instance, when I come into a stream, the way I could come off looks like someone asking for something
Right.
in
Right.
a sense. And
Absolutely.
so, yeah, like, what is
Well,
it?
yeah, well, I can tell you this right now. The moment okay, GameStop or EB Games has done wonders for me because the moment you come into one of our stores, we have to greet you. Hey, how you doing? How's your evening? You know what I mean? How's your afternoon? Hey, how's it going? So I'm already in your face. So the moment you jumped into my stream, I was like, oh, what's up, Brand? What's up, baby? How you doing? I'm already programmed that way. That's how I interact. That's how I do things.
Hmm.
So if I throw that out there to you and you don't respond, I'm like, okay, that's the energy he wants to come with or she wants to come with. I know how to interact with this person. I'm not going to give you the time of day. I'm not going to waste my time on you because you don't even want to be here in the first place. That's the energy that I get
Okay.
if that person doesn't reciprocate what I'm putting out to them.
Okay.
So it's very, very simple. I mean, you can pick it up really quick, but again, being on the street, you understand, you see through things a lot easier. That bullshit meter ain't there. You can't fluff me. You can't fluster me. I've
Mm.
been through those hard times. I understand how I have to interact with you now. So it's an interesting way. It's an interesting outlook as well.
It is definitely. It's something that I'm very fortunate I haven't had to go through, but I think you've definitely taken a couple quite a bit of a positive approach, if you will, on that situation. And I think it's the kind of the best way to deal with hardships in a way is to be able to
Oh,
kind of is to look for what's the light in it.
listen, I'm blindly optimistic, baby. I'll tell you that right up front. I'm blindly optimistic. I will always try to find a positive in it, even if it's something bad or something down. You know, we always got to look bad. We always got to look back on the good, even though shit, they knocked our homes down. That sucks. But you know what? Another opportunity rolled around, and we got something better down the road. It took a while, but we got something better. You know what I mean? So it takes time to not time. Excuse me. Once things like that happen, you have to try to take the positive out of it because if not, you'll dawn on it, it'll eat you alive, and then you'll only process negative things. You won't ever look at anything positive.
For sure. Puma says, "Damn, Ken, a bad bitch out here. Damn, a proud baddie." See,
See,
I'm telling
Puma,
you,
I told you.
everyone's got a story.
Puma, I told you. I'm battle hardened, baby. You can't break me.
Puma will damn try though.
Hmm.
Right.
She does. She does.
So we did talk about this a little bit earlier, but and so I want to touch on it a little bit more. What helps you decompress? So you mentioned that it was silent or quiet time is good for you, but what does that quiet time look like for you?
Okay, so living a very chaotic life that I lived for a long, long time, you understand and you respect peace and quiet.
Okay.
You'll go to a certain location in your house, your home, wherever it may be. Nothing is turned on. You sit in complete silence, sit in the dark, and just collect your thoughts. Now, that's my little meditation I do literally for about an hour a day. It'd be 30, 30, 15, 15, 15, it's whatever. As long as I get that time in, I'm good. It allows me to process things that go on throughout the day, to where I know when I do whatever that night, that afternoon, that morning, the next day, I don't bring anything of that negative energy that I was processing to the next day or the next journey.
Mm.
So, what I like to do, I like to come on downstairs, nothing's on. I just usually either sit on the floor or I lay in my bed and I just close my eyes and just process everything. If there's something on my mind I need to get off, I reach out to that person. I tell them, hey, this, that, and the third. I'm never one to hold my tongue on anything. If there's something that's bothering me that I know that I can reach out to that person and tell them about, trust me, I'm gonna reach out to you. Hey, this is what's on my mind. This is what's on my heart. Let me open up to you for a second. Let me get 5 minutes out of your day. This is what's going on. Let me tell you.
Mm.
I don't care if you reciprocate that same energy. This is what I need to get off because also another key thing, never approach that in a negative way. You got to understand when you're doing things like that, you got to approach it in a very open and vulnerable place to where you know you're not approaching that person with hostility. Because
Mhm.
Brent, if the first thing I go up to you and I'm like, hey yo, Brent, let me tell you something. Like I'm already I'm already exactly see, I'm already approaching you with negative hostility. So if I go, hey man, Brent, let me holler at you real quick. You got like 5 minutes? And out the gate, I'm respecting your time.
Of
You
course.
got 5 minutes. I'm respecting your time. All right, cool. This is what I got on my mind. Let me holler at you real quick. And I'll just run through everything that's been bothering me with you, not in a negative way. Just, hey, man, look, I'm going to tell you something right now. Look, man, I'll just use you as an example. I apologize.
No, it's all good.
Hey, Brent. Hey, Brent, I see you got your vision board up on there right now, man. I'm not really feeling the vision board. Can you make it a little bit clear for me? And that's what I'll do. But I'll do it in a constructive way. And
Mm.
that's one thing I've learned as I've gotten older. People can't take constructive criticism. Now, if you want to take that kind of constructive criticism, you'll grow and learn from it and you'll become a better person. But if you immediately become defensive, that's something you got to work on in yourself that I can't do for you. That you got to
Mm.
do that on your own, baby. You got to do it on your own. So yeah.
And I think it's you so a couple things to touch on there is first is the time. I think one thing I've realized in the last few years here is time is one of the most precious commodities we have.
100%.
And like that's why I say I've said this I think every single stream since I've become affiliate. I do not care for subscriptions. I mean, like care I should say. Like it is okay if you spend your time here and do not spend a single dollar. That's fine with me.
100%. 100%.
Definitely, it's welcome. I'm not gonna say no
100%.
because that definitely helps improve this. Bring on more fun things to you. Almost every single time, it is getting spun around and redirected back to you guys, and that it just makes it more fun for you guys to be here and hanging out. Um,
Absolutely.
However, I would say is I would much rather you guys not follow and hang out and or like not like subscribe and not give donos and come out here and hang out and chill and say what's up and talk and lurk and hang out. That's more of a time. You cannot get that back like you
You
can
can't.
money.
I value time, baby. I
Yes,
value time.
exactly.
I value time.
And Yeah, and I've realized how important it is to just to thank people for their time, because it's like I said, one of the things you don't get back.
You don't.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm a big firm believer of your time is worth money, essentially. So I'll give you a great example. Your boy went on a date a couple weeks ago. I felt like the young lady was wasting my time. So I proceeded to inform her about some things as to what we not going to do. What we not going to do is waste my time. I can't do that. I'm already at this location waiting on you. You 45 minutes late. So I'm gonna hit you up. Hey, I'm in the car. I'm leaving. Why are you leaving? Listen, I've been here for quite some time. I was giving you the benefit of the doubt because you said you just got off work. So what we're not gonna do is stay here all night and I'm gonna pretend like you're gonna show up. No, my time is worth money. I'm out of here. You have a nice life. So yeah, it's just things like that as you get older. Well, I shouldn't say as you get older. Things that I understood as I got older that I value more. I value my time. Listen, money is nothing. Money comes and goes. But one thing I will never get back, like you said, is your time.
Mhm. I'm glad I learned it. That thank you, by the way, dude, for the subscription. I appreciate you, and I bang with you too, dude. um, is that is the time, and I I I wish I would learned it younger, but I'm glad I learned it now. At least, you know what I mean? Like I could have learned it when I was like 60, 70, and it could be a whole lot worse, and realizing it
Oh
way too late,
yeah.
where like I
Oh
burned
yeah.
myself out to the core. At least now, like, and I think it did take a little bit of burnout to like learn that, and I understand what burnout is and what burnout does, and like money doesn't equal happiness, and you hear it all the time. Like it definitely fucking helps.
But
But
no. But I'm gonna tell you this right now. I know a lot of miserable people who got good money.
exactly. And so
And
that's
that's nothing but facts.
exactly facts. Exactly. Better now than never. Facts, Puma.
See?
So that's exactly. And so yeah, no, I don't know. Hang on, do we? I don't know if you guys have the facts emote. I got it because it's my stream. But like, I don't know how I can't remember how you guys get it. But I mean, if you get the facts thing, that was made
Yeah, that's
for
what's
you, Puma.
up.
So yeah, no,
No,
the
and that's another key thing. Like, I don't think people realize money doesn't bring you happiness. Like, thankfully, I'm at a place in life right now where I do well. I do well.
mhm,
But if you don't fix what's going on in here, that money means nothing.
mhm.
You will be a miserable person with a nice bank account. Don't mean shit. If you walking around here miserable, you're just gonna be miserable with money. Until you fix what's going on in here, then you will finally be happy.
Totally. And yeah, I think it's a great kind of um it's a great way to think about it, because I think it's
Hmm.
I don't know, like with me is when I was younger, I would just do overtime like crazy and take overtime. And I mean, nothing wrong with overtime. Don't get me wrong. There's a time and place. But if that overtime is worth your time, if that makes sense, like time is money. If that is worth your
Absolutely.
physical time, go for it. But if it's not the best way that you can better yourself, maybe rethink it. Maybe tell that
Right.
manager, no, sorry, I'm not today. I gotta go work
Right.
on I'm gonna go do this, or I'm gonna do something else. Because I
Now,
mean,
I will never say that I've never worked overtime.
yeah,
Absolutely worked
exactly, of
overtime.
course.
Absolutely. I think we all have at some point. But then as you get older, you realize, why am I busting my hump for this company that just replaced me overnight, even if I mess up a little bit? You know what I mean? And
Mm.
that's what kind of started that duplicity. Relax, I'm not putting my comb down. That started, that started that train of like, oh man, I can't really do this. You know what I mean? I can't dedicate my life to a company that can replace me tomorrow. So
Mm. That's the thing, is that's kind of same, like kind of same with me. Like, yes, of course, love the workplace I'm at. I'm very fortunate to be, like you said, kind of well off as like you are as well. The thing is outside of that, this stream, this brand is becoming my kind of new job or career, if you will. Um, and this is fun more than anything. Like, this is a lot of fun. It doesn't feel like
yeah,
work. It feels
yeah.
like I get to connect with people and get to talk to people, and that's something that I get to maybe make a little bit of cash on the side for. Hell yeah! Like
Hell yeah.
that's a lot
That,
of fun to me.
that's the best part about it. Listen, man, when you have something, when you do something you love, it's not a job.
Exactly.
It's not a job.
Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with it, and I mean, I'm very fortunate to have my other full-time job, which I do have. Um, yeah, as far as like things like overtime and stuff like that, like I'd rather take less pay and get a couple of more
Yes.
days off,
Yes.
and be able to work on this or work on me as a human, than take that money at this point, which is something I wouldn't have said a couple years ago.
I mean, you would have caught me in my 20s. Yeah, probably not. I partied way too much in my 20s.
Exactly.
Partied way too
Um,
much in my 20s.
yeah. Look what Puma says. I like being toxic. I adore it so much. It comes easy.
That is valid. She's correct. But once again, toxicity don't mean nothing to someone who's already worked on themselves.
There you go. Facts.
See?
See, Puma? I don't know. Like, Puma, we love you here. We really do. But easy.
No, I
Feel
mean,
kidding.
she's good. She's good in
I'm
my
just kidding.
book. You know what I mean? She's good in my book.
No, we know the relationship you guys have. It's all good. I'm just bugging.
Absolutely.
Another question for you. What are 3 things that are on your bucket list?
Ooh. 3 things on my bucket list. Well, number one. I have to go overseas.
Okay.
I want to do a tour across the UK and, of course, go to Australia. Why not? That is something that I've always wanted to do. That's something that I will do and in due time. Number 2, I'm trying to skydive. At some point in my age, I want to skydive. I want to jump out of a plane 25,000 feet and just, why not?
For
Why
sure.
not? I think it'll be fun. I think it's a great risk taker. I think it'll be a great way to open my eyes to things that I did not know I was capable of. So I think that'll be fun. And number 3 is to relax.
Okay.
I think we get so caught up in the worlds we live in that we don't have the opportunity to kind of slow down and just enjoy the things we have. We don't, because it's always on to the next. So I want to get to the point in my life where I can go, cool, I can sit down for just a second. So yeah, absolutely. That's the 3 things on my bucket list.
So I have a question for you.
Sure.
It's gonna get a little bit deep here.
Go for it.
Kind of. What's stopping you from skydiving?
Oh, not a thing.
Okay.
So one thing that I want to do, so I want to make it a thing. You know what I mean? I want to vlog it.
Okay.
So
Smart.
I've been on a plane several times, but I want to vlog it. I want to actually, build that process up to where it's like, oh, he's really about to do this. So nothing stopping me at all. Nothing stopped me at all.
So it's the same thing for me. That's one of that's a big one on my bucket list. It's one of the things I've said I want to do because it's cliche. Don't get me wrong. It totally is, but it's something that
Yeah.
I want to do for me because I'm so interested in hearing. I've heard so many people say once you jump out of that plane, it's like serenity. Like
Yeah, it is.
it's super calm, and that's something that I need to know for myself. Like I don't know if I fully believe that. I think it's definitely an interesting concept, but I want to be able to know if it's real. And
Listen,
so
when I was up there in Denver and I was in the mountains, it's only you and nature, baby. That's it. Like, that is the ultimate place for serenity. There's no especially when you're by yourself. Ain't nobody talking to you. It's just you and your thoughts. So you have to figure out, everything. Not obviously how to survive, because you can go somewhere and survive, but you know, that is the most peace or calming thing that I've ever done was rock climbing. It was great. I loved every minute of it. Every minute of it. I won't do it again, but it was probably the most fun I ever had. It's very, very relaxing.
I mean, some things are perfect just being doing once. Right?
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Once is right.
So I'm gonna switch the question around a little bit, kind of based off the same question we just asked there. Um, if you had, sorry, if you were told to select 3 things, they're things that you currently have. So we are changing this question from what the chat is used to, because usually we say it's anything you want. But I give you that option already, so now I'm taking that away from you a little bit.
I
So
respect it.
if you're able to pick 3 things that you currently own that would make you happy, what would these 3 things be? And they must be materialistic. They cannot be a person or a
Oh,
pet.
really?
Yeah.
Well, number one, my bed. I
Okay.
bought one of those very expensive Cocoon Sealy beds. I'm real big on sleep and recovery. Phenomenal bed. I love it. So if that's number one,
Jealous.
that would be it. Don't be jealous. Everyone gets one. Everyone gets one. Number two, because I know it'll make me happy, is my Xbox or some type of video game. Some
Okay.
type of video game. I know that's where I like to spend my free time, and that's where I like to enjoy myself. And also, a lot of times as we get older, and with this bad bitch Rona still going around, we didn't get the opportunity to really go out and socialize. So the video gaming became a great source of entertainment and a great way to stay connected with my friends. And the third one,
always the third
My
one gets
art,
it. Oh,
my
sorry?
art, my art,
Art. Okay.
my art.
I thought you said your heart, and
I
I was like, I mean, you wouldn't
no
be able to
no
live
no no
without that,
no.
but your art, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, my art. I love art. I'm big on art. Like I got a couple paintings. Actually, thanks to Casey, I got a couple paintings down here, and they symbolize some great things. I have one over there that, of course, I'll take a picture of it and send it to you.
Please.
It's over there. It's a guy stuck in a vice, and it's a great symbol. It's a great way to symbolize we get caught in our own vices, and it's a daily reminder of whatever you hold yourself onto, try to break it. Try not to be a part of it. Try not to get hooked on it. So yeah, that guy caught that vice is a daily reminder where it's like if I get hooked on something for too long, I might have a problem. You know what I
Sure.
mean? I might have an issue. If I like drinking too much, that's a vice. If I smoke, that's a vice. If I enjoy spending too much money because of retail, what do they call it? Retail therapy, that's a
Yeah.
vice. So
Yeah.
it's a daily reminder to not get attached to my vices.
I like that. I like that a lot. It's a good I guess metaphor, if you will. I don't know if it's a metaphor because it kind of
Yeah,
yeah, but yeah, it's a good artistic way of thinking. I like that. We'll definitely have to see the art. You have to put in
yeah,
you have to throw
absolutely.
in the Discord here. Spending too much money, need to stop doing that. Donovan, yeah.
Yeah,
Donovan just bought
yeah.
himself a brand new monitor. It's a beautiful monitor coming on Thursday. I mean,
Ooh, very nice, very nice.
I'm okay with that purchase. I think that's a smart purchase if you ask me, Donovan. But maybe just easy now.
Well, I mean, it's because I mean he's gonna use it every day, I'm sure.
So exactly.
Now, I don't mean to derail you for a second,
That's
but
okay.
someone asked me. I saw one of your questions. It said, "Ask me about World of Warcraft." I don't
Okay.
know who said it,
I think it was
but
Cody.
someone. Okay, got
Yeah.
you, got you, got you. Yeah. Well,
Thank
just
you.
like I was saying to the homie Donovan earlier, I have every collector's edition from World of Warcraft, from vanilla all the way to Shadowlands. I played World of Warcraft for 16 years. I mained a priest, undead priest, and I went blood elf because why not? I was disciplined only, and then I created another tune. I became a Tarn warrior, PvP mainly. Priest was end game. So yeah, I played World of Warcraft for over 16 years.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah,
He's an
yeah.
OG.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, by the way, Commando, for that Prime sub. You were, I think, the first person. I could be wrong, but I think I think the first person ever to use this Prime sub. I could be wrong about that
Nice,
though.
nice, nice, nice,
So
nice.
thank you for using Uncle Jeff Bezos' money and getting that Twitch Prime. We appreciate that. um, yeah, I think that is the first part, right? I'm pretty sure, Donovan. I'm like 99% sure. I'll have to check that after stream and see if it actually is, but I'm
That's awesome.
pretty sure. There was something else I was gonna ask too. Someone else said something earlier too that we didn't get to. Um, I can't find it. It's
I
gone.
can only imagine. I can only imagine what they've been saying.
Yeah, right. Um, but thank you for this. We appreciate it a lot. Thanks for hanging out here, regardless. Um, yeah, and oh, you know what it was? It was the boy, the homie, um, Boehner. Is that right? Bane. Oh my goodness,
Bane, yeah,
Bane.
Bane, Bam, yeah, yeah,
Um,
Bane.
Bane said something about art. I think for me. I was gonna say thank you. I appreciate it. You don't have to by any means, but I'd be very appreciative if you guys want to put any of your art. We are totally okay with you guys putting your art. Please just no links. That's the only thing we ask, unless you have permission from me. We can definitely talk it out, but I usually like to do promotions that I self promote. But if you want to put any sort of your pictures of your art, I'm totally okay. If you want to put it into what we call the ship post, it is in the bathroom of the Discord. We'd be happy to see all of your paintings and your artwork or anything that you do. We love seeing new things. No problem, Bren. Keep up the hustle.
It's in
Thank
the
you. Appreciate it,
bathroom.
Commando.
Oh my god.
Can show my art. Bane, just show him. Bane, you don't. Ken doesn't have to. You can. Come in the
No, he's.
Discord. Come hang
I
out.
know. I know what art he's talking about too. That's the funny part. I know exactly what he's talking about. He's a modern day Picasso. I told him that.
Okay.
Yeah.
The way you like prime that, I thought we were gonna be seeing like some sort of like ancient art where there's dongs hanging out everywhere.
No, absolutely not. Thank God, no.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested to see your art. Please throw it in the post. We'd be very happy to see it. You're more than welcome to post it in there. Anyone is. We will do we our general chat is called the sofa. We have a very very big sofa. And we'll be serving drinks after the stream there. We'd love to have you guys there. We play games almost every single night in there, whether it be something like a Rocket League and Minecraft. You guys are always welcome to join if we were in the games room. Me, Donovan, Bardley, Cody, Tara, my girl Alyssa, whoever it may be. Even some of the house guests from past episodes will come in and say what's up and hang out in there. You guys are always more than welcome to come and play and hang out with her. Thanks, Mom, for the hydrate. See, my mom being a mom. Keeping me
I love it. You
hydrated
love
on
to see
stream
it.
there.
Let's see Mr. King Carter's art. I don't know if I can. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the camera.
If you'd like to try, you're more than welcome. If not, we can always save it for the Discord. It's up to you though.
Yeah, I'll probably take a picture of it and send it to the Discord. Yeah.
Sounds good. We'll do that. We'll do that. So make sure you're in the Discord so you can see it. You're not gonna want to witness that. I'm excited to. I really want to see that the Vice one.
It's a dope piece. It is a dope piece, man.
Awesome. Let's see what we got here. Is there any secret hobbies or skills that you have that most people would not know about you?
Secret hobby.
That big smirk makes me think that there's something that you might not be telling us.
Secret hobby
Or skill, talent.
Let's see. Talent. No, I don't think I have any talent. Hobby though, yes. We're gonna dive into how much of a nerd I was growing up.
Let's go.
I collected Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Okay.
Probably way too many. And I have my decks actually. I also collected the World of Warcraft cards as well, and comics. I collected that as well and read them on a regular. So that would probably be a hobby that I don't really talk about a lot because people been looking at me sideways. So
Okay.
yeah.
This is one.
Now
It's
talent. I think the only talent that I think I really had for a while was photography.
okay.
That was something I really got into. So yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a good talent. That's and a good hobby. I mean, you could also call photography as a hobby too. But I mean, I guess if you're more talented at it, then you find it as a hobby. I mean, that could work as well.
Absolutely.
No, I like those.
I just didn't like people telling me what to do, so I threw the photography shit away.
It is hard. It's a lot
Yeah, man.
a lot of voices, especially photography. Even in this industry of streaming, a lot of voices. And I'm not saying people are wrong, but I think so many people are, because it works for one person, they think it's gonna work for everyone, and it
Exactly.
doesn't.
You cannot take, and I hate to keep using their names, but you can't take some of these big streamers and put them into your model. It doesn't work because they do things a certain. You can't, like, you and I. Your stream setup is different from mine. If you come into my stream setup, it's just nonsense and chaos. Yours is a little bit more controlled from what I see.
Oh, you're lying to me. It is. I think we could call it controlled chaos, and the only reason it's even controlled is thanks to the amazing team I have. But controlled chaos would be the best word for it.
That's perfect. That's perfect. I mean, but you can't take what they do and add it to yours. You can't copy that. You have to make it your own. You have to put your own flair on it. And I think that's where a lot of people fail.
Correct. And I think that goes for anything, not even just Twitch. But I think like even something like TikTok, like that's the one thing that I've had so many meetings over these past couple of weeks about is TikTok. How does TikTok work? And there's a lot of people that say, "Oh, I figured out TikTok. I understand TikTok. I get this. And there is definitely ways to make things work. And there's certain little add-ons in the algorithm that does work.
Absolutely.
However, it doesn't work for everyone because one, originality is a big thing. And two is that algorithm is so different than any other algorithm we've ever seen in our lifetime.
I'm still trying to understand it. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah,
it doesn't.
I don't think there's many people who have figured it out completely.
Yeah. I mean, I come from the MySpace social media days, so I don't, you know what I mean? That's how old I am when it comes to this shit. So, like, when people start talking about algorithms, I'm like, make my head hurt.
Nah. So you had a MySpace when you were younger, I guess,
Of course.
Is it still, do you know if it's still around anywhere?
You know what? Hold on, it might be. You know what? Maybe not because it might be gone.
That'd be pretty funny.
Oh my god, that's the good old days. That MySpace. Oh my goodness gracious.
See, I grew up on MSN. That's where I grew up on.
Okay.
That was kind of my like, that's how old I am type of thing. When MSN Messenger, when you message all your friends, stuff like that, and things like that, and, like those like emotes, stuff like that, like that was my stuff. And then slowly moved on to kind of Facebook a little bit, and then Skype became huge, especially for gaming.
Especially for gaming.
And then I kind of stepped out of it for a bit, and then when I kind of came back to like messaging on stuff, it was Discord was all the vibe. And Discord, I'm so impressed with Discord and how they do their stuff. Were you able to find it?
No, I couldn't find it. But I'm new to Discord. Like I don't know how this worked at all. Like
Oh.
I no lie. Like as soon as I was getting this whole streaming thing set up, they were like, "Oh, you got to download Discord." I'm like, "What is that?"
Yeah.
Like my age immediately kicked in. I was like, "What is that?" I don't know what that is.
So we actually have set up a system with Donovan. Is people that don't understand Discord, he's gone and helped a couple of streamers set up this. So a couple past guests have taken that option to be able to be like, hey, Donovan puts a little bit of time aside. They put up a little bit of time. I think it's probably what 10, 30 minutes, Donovan, that he'll spend with them, and he'll basically kind of give them the ins and outs of what'll happen on stream, how to work Discord on a very basic level.
Oh, wow.
And maybe if they want to like build their brand, they can kind of have some ideas on how they do it. And no, he's very. I appreciate that. That's why I said I am nothing without this team, because he puts in a lot of time for me and outside of his own life to be able to the Discord. Yeah, and dude, hit me up. I'll be very happy to talk to you, and give you and Kenny some good ideas here and what you guys can do for your stuff, because you guys got a really interesting idea, and I saw Cody said it earlier. This man's gonna go places, and that's why I said, Cody, I'm buying in early, putting my money down early.
Hey Cody, I appreciate it. Look, we just like to have a good time while we stream. Now,
For sure.
we just like to have a good time.
Yeah. That's another thing too. You play Apex. I've never
Yes,
touched
sir.
that game at all.
Ah,
So you might have to show.
You are missing out.
Yeah, that's
You're
what I've
missing
heard.
out.
You have to show me.
I can show you how to die because
I'll probably be good at that actually.
So actually, maybe we should recruit you because you would give us easier lobbies. So
I mean, true.
That'd be true. My man Duplicity, he's a beast. My man Denzel, he's a beast. He's a beast. Bane, like everybody I play with are phenomenal players.
Okay.
So literally, I'm just there to make content and jump in their back so they can carry me to all the wins. You know what I mean? So when I tell you these guys are phenomenal players, they're phenomenal players. Like if I actually tried, I would be good. But I'm like, I don't give a shit. I'm just here to have fun and laugh. So yeah.
CJ, welcome to the stream. It's all good. Not too late. We're just chilling here. We're hanging out. We're having fun. But it's good to see you. So actually, just kind of as a side note for everyone is, and you do know this. I know I've talked to you this about before. Is that there is at the end of the stream, we send all of our guests a form that asks them to kind of rate the stream and also to give us any recommendations for it, as well as if there's anyone that they'd be interested in us in the future or that you think would work well in this format and someone that maybe I could meet with. And so on CJ's, when he filled it out, he sent me MrKenCarter. That was actually the only name on there was you. And look at it. Look at that. This is actually, I think, the first kind of rollover from that thing. And so yeah, no, we've been very lucky to reach out to a lot of creators after things like that. After like episodes and them saying, hey, go, this is my friend, go hit them up and things like that. And I'm super excited. Tara says, Brent, I'm gonna have to hop up soon, but I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming and hanging out for a bit, Tara. Bane says,
thank you for the follow.
Oh, awesome. Let's go. Right. Bane says, my art is in the shitpost Discord section of your Discord. Let me know if you want me to make some art for you. I mean, you don't have to, but I'd be very, very appreciative if you would like to, possibly for a VIP. There we go. That's there it is. See, there's the fishing line.
There you go.
You reel me in and it just. I like it though. I mean, Bane, hey Bane, I am looking. I don't know if you do anything for digital. I'm not sure. Because I know Picasso was not a digital artist, and that's. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. That's very loud. My notifications on there. But if you'd like, we are looking for a logo for this. I don't know what that logo would look like. So I may need some expertise. And there would be a little bit of this. I mean, unless you want to trade it for a VIP, which you'd be crazy to do so. But I mean, we can do a little bit of this instead of a VIP thing. But if you're interested, let me know. We can definitely talk about that kind of stuff.
My God, Chad, what's up, baby?
Sure. What do we got here? Actually, here's some. We're gonna do a couple more questions. Then we're gonna roll into a quick little break, and then we'll have some deep questions. We're gonna get into the deeper questions. I know we've tapped along the deep questions, but we're talking about what, Tara? What did I say, Tara? Huh? What did I say?
I think that was probably about the monetization about your logo.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Hey, Tara, we gotta talk after the stream too. There's some big things coming. I think it's about the art. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, Tara, you're more than welcome to. You're open to. I've offered. We've talked about this in the past. I'm just waiting. I'd be happy to pay you for it too. Especially you being on the team too. I'd be able to throw a little bit more too since you're on the team as well. Happy to.
See, there you go. There you go.
So yeah, and then as far as I'm just trying to think. We will talk later. We will talk later. Happily. I feel like I'm in trouble now. That's another one on the team there. I might be getting in trouble here. Crack Snuggles. Yeah, there it is. Tara taking those 3 hearts away now. Exactly, Puma. You know, facts. Back to our conversation here. Let's see here. What's a good one we can put in? We can ask here before we hit break here in a few moments here. How happy are you right now?
Oh man. If we're gonna scale it,
Sure.
I would have to easily say 9.5 out of 10. This is the best I ever felt in a long time.
That's really good.
And this is mentally, physically, and spiritually, hands down, and financially. This is the best I ever felt. I mean, I'm at a place right now where I can honestly sit back and relax and enjoy what I've done, or I can keep climbing and growing and getting better at what I'm doing. Because this streaming thing, like the more you do it, the more practice you got at it, the better you will get, and the more you shall succeed. So I don't want to rest on my morals. I want to get better at it, and I want to continue to get good at it. So absolutely 9.5, 100%.
So it's based off of the kind of the streaming kind of life. Is that what you're saying? It's kind of fuels that 9.5? Okay.
Absolutely. Because you got to understand, I get to do something that I did for 11 years on this. You going from an industry where you don't do anything but talk to everybody every day to an industry that you don't speak to anybody. So I kind of realized that I needed to tap back into what I was good at, which was communication. Like that's the number one thing I was good at. I was phenomenal at it then, and I know I was going to be good at it now. I just had to get back into it. The one thing though is I had to get used to talking to strangers again. That's one thing I don't think people realize. It's very difficult for some who can't do that.
Mm.
But I had to get better at it, and I had to continue to learn and learn people.
Right? Yeah. I mean, it's one of the most learning people can be one of the hardest things ever because there's so many different types of people, and people take on different forms and ways to do things.
Once you get good at it, you can read them, no problem.
I think you can you can definitely catch a vibe, or at least I can, I should say, catch a vibe. As far as, and I understand where people are coming from. However, there has been some people that have surprised me in the past, whether it be in a good way or a negative way. Thank you, CJ, for that gifted sub to Bane. We're very happy you're in your best bud now, Bane. We're happy to have you here. So let's go. Thank you for that, CJ. We appreciate that, and we see you're looking here. Thanks for the support. We appreciate it. Yeah, use those emotes, those finger guns now you got there too. We're getting closer and closer to getting another emote too. I think we got 2 more subs until we can get another emote. So I mean, as I said, time is better than money. However, as I said, it also invests in back to you guys. Yeah, exactly. Let's go. You can always that goes back into you. You guys get more emotes. Great, sort of thing. That's totally happened by me. Oh, Donovan. Oh damn! Got one to Cody and one to Justin, a previous house guest. Let's go. Yeah, so that should put us over 25, I believe. I mean, you want to just test it just in case and put another 2, it'd be fine by me. I'm just kidding. But thank you, appreciate it, Donovan. Always feeling the love from you, my guy. So thank you. Yo, let's go. Another 2 from CJ. Thank you guys. You guys are too nice to me, too sweet. Actually, so I just did click over now. It says we're at 26. I think that's updating from the past sub. And then now it's saying 35 is for the next emo. So I mean, if you guys want to push it, I'm just kidding. Please don't. Please don't.
No, yeah, they're trying to get the train.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you push it. Oh, is that the train coming? Too?
Yeah, the train should be coming. Yeah, should be on the way.
Let's go. Let's run it. Let's go. Yo, you two, stop. Don't make me blush. I'm already sweating. You gotta stop.
I'm already sweating.
Right. Thank you, Donovan. Appreciate the other 2 too. Oh, to Nate. Let's go. And Finn. Let's go. Yo, too nice. Thank you so much.
You gotta support any way you can.
Oh,
there's your hype train right there.
Thank you so much. And look who pushed it over the edge there, MrKenCarter himself.
There's a
let's go.
hype train.
Right, let's go. Let's get that train. Let's get those emotes. Get them in there. Anything with what is it? So what I think it's sub gifts or bits, right? That's
Correct.
it's
Yes,
a level
sir.
4 too. Starting off at level 4. Let's go. So we got I see we're going to go to Tots, who I think was the first ever raider of the stream, which is really awesome. Glad he got that. We've also got Seth FBS and next week's guest, which you guys better look forward to. We've got Jordan Shaw, one of the friends down here, the homies. And Jordan Erlo, who was here in the Mama Lisa stream, one of the homies from a long time.
Nice. You
Um,
got a packed schedule.
Yeah, we got the homies. So, yes. But here today, I need to figure out a way to mute these, these without having. I don't have any way of muting them, so we're just gonna have to wait until the other. I think we're at the last one now. So, but thank you.
It's
We're
all right.
actually. I'm sorry to do this to all of you, but we're actually one off of getting the next sub emote. So I'm like, I'm not fishing here. I'm not intentionally trying to fish. I'm just saying.
But you're letting them know.
That's
hey,
another emote you guys could unlock.
Here you go.
I mean, you don't have to do it now. You can do it after stream. That's okay. We can do it next stream. That's okay too. We've already gotten. We unlocked. I think what one emote spot today. That's great.
That's dope, man.
Maybe you guys
That's
should let me
awesome.
know. Go into the sofa on the Discord, exclamation mark Discord. Let me know what you want the next emote to be, and you can let there's emotes already that we have that we've pre-made in the Discord, and you guys can use that. And Donovan pushed it there, so we got 2 emote spots to fill. Go hit them up. Go let us know what
That's
you
what's
want for
up.
the new
Congratulations,
emotes. Because you guys deserve it. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the gifted today. You guys have, damn, we got a lot of gifted today. I think that we're at
You'd love
what?
to see it. You'd
Yeah.
love to see it.
Right? Totally. At 22% hype train too. You guys are too awesome here as well. I appreciate all y'all for doing that. And thank you to CJ. Thank you to Ken. Thank you to Donovan for all that love. We appreciate it. And thank you for making some new friends out in here, to bringing some new homies to the community. We definitely
way to
appreciate
help
that.
out.
Thank you so much. We're not gonna hit a break then. We're gonna. Are you good? You good if we don't have a break
I'm
just
perfect.
yet?
I'm perfect.
Okay,
I'm perfect.
I think with that we pushed on. Donovan, I know you're waiting for a break here. I'm sure you probably are, because you're always waiting for that too. If you'd like to go to get a break, Donovan, I won't do any commands in the next like 5 minutes, so you can go and quickly take a break if you need to, because you deserve it. You're good. Okay, great. Let's see here. What is something that you are proud about yourself?
Something I'm proud about myself. How I've been able to maintain a positive attitude out of everything I've done in this world and everything that has happened to me in this world. I've managed to stay positive and stay consistent with that energy as well. So anybody that knows me in the real world, you'll get the same person online and offline. Doesn't matter. Doesn't change. I know Bane jokes about it all the time, but I'm a firm believer of you do what you do what you want to do that makes you happy. So there was a question that was proposed the other day of somebody doing drugs. I said, hey man, do all the drugs in the world. If it makes you happy, fuck it. I'm here to support you. So that is kind of my MO. That's always been my MO. So I think I haven't let the world jade my positive outlook on it.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. There you go.
Touching on the drug point. Do what makes you
there's always a lot of
happy,
drug talk.
as long as it doesn't hurt anyone else.
I mean,
including
it can hurt
yourself.
somebody. Listen, it can hurt somebody else. I'm just joking. Don't do drugs. Don't do drugs. I'm joking completely. Please, don't do drugs.
Almost like drugs.
Yeah, do not do drugs. It's just a joke. I always take things to the extreme because you can't ever say things lightly. So
You gotta have fun. You gotta have fun.
exactly,
Right?
exactly.
Let's see what we got here. We just as a side note, we will take drugs. We will take a break soon. Just not right now because we want to keep on this hype train, keep going, if possible.
You understand then? You understand?
Yeah. So yeah, we'll take drugs.
Exactly. I'm up all night.
All right. That's that. Bane says if you want to overdose on drugs, do it because it makes you happy. Ken 2021.
Exactly,
Hey man, Ken would have my vote. Look at this. Look at this dapper man. What else we got here? Here's a good one. And I obviously you talked about being homeless and experiences like that. But what is a life-changing event that you have experienced?
Well, I guess it's definitely life changing. It's extremely embarrassing. Is coming home from school and you're seeing all your shit outside because you just got evicted. that is probably the most traumatizing thing that you'll ever experience, because it's like, well, where do you go now?
Mhm.
You don't know where to go. You don't know, the next step, the next stage of this young life that's now been, presented to you. You just don't know. So I would say that's the most impactful thing. That's what now, if you ever see me operate in this world now, one, I make sure I'm financially secure. Two, I make sure the people are around me financially secure. And I make sure that the things that I do in this world is not for me, it's for the future. So I always plan ahead. I'm always, that what's your 5-year plan crap. I do that daily. So give you a great example. I just bought a car. This is probably the worst idea financially for me to ever do, but I just bought a car. I sold my old car, got a new car.
What'd you buy?
And oh, I bought an Audi A6.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
All white
Ooh,
with some black rims, baby. It's gorgeous.
that's
I'm trying to
clean.
tell you.
I better get some.
Oh, very
I
clean.
better get some pictures in the ship post now.
You will. But what I did was, now is whenever something was to happen, I make sure that I'm prepared for those days. So when I bought the car, I made sure that, hey, when I get this car, I got to make sure I have 4 months payments already, or I can't
Smart.
afford it. So I had that in the back of my head that I'm making sure once I buy this thing, I got to make sure that I can afford it. So when you go through something like that in life, where you get put out in the street, your stuff gets thrown out in the street, you got to remind yourself that you don't ever want to go back to that place. So you must be prepared for everything that could happen to you. So yeah, always, and this is free game. Whenever you go somewhere, if it costs $20 to get there, make sure you take 60, because you might get stuck.
I like that.
Remember that. Remember that.
That was actually one of
Remember
the TikToks that we had early in the kind of the career, if you will, of TikTok, was that we talked about how, or we asked not as easy as pie, I think was the Twitch user's name, and he mentioned that his if you don't have double the money for something, then don't buy it. Or if you can, oh
that. Oh, 100%.
sorry, if you're gonna buy something, save up twice as much for it and then buy it. Because if you still want it
Then
by
buy.
then it's something that I want. It's something that I like.
And I was, oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No,
I
you're all good.
apologize.
You're all
No, I
good.
was about to say one thing that I always do. If I can't afford it in cash, I'm not gonna buy it.
Not buy it? Really? It's, okay.
If I can't afford it for cash, I can't buy it, because I know out the gate, if I have the cash for it, you can't turn me away. You can't at all. I know
Yeah.
I can buy it off the lot. Like I can buy it however I like. There is no way that you can prevent me from buying what I want if I can already afford it in cash.
Yeah. I'm gonna derail us for a second here. First
Sure
off,
thing.
I want to say hi, Special Tots. Yes, you got a gifty. You actually just barely missed a subtrain. If you guys have the emotes, the subtrain emotes, throw them in the chat there. What did I get here? I think I got a cat. I'm pretty sure. Let's see here. What do we got? Where'd it go? Did we all get the same one, or did we get different ones? We got the same one, right?
I believe we all got the same ones, yes, sir.
Same ones. Let's see here. Where did Kitty go? Hype train. There it is. Look at that. Hype judge. That's so cute. Yeah, that cat looks pissed.
That cat is not happy at all.
Right. Yo, just send all those hype emotes too. I'd love to see them. What you guys got? That's pretty funny there, dude. That it looks like a dog wearing a do-rag. If you got the hype emotes, send them in the chat here. Hype mine. Oh, that's a cute
Hype
dog.
mine. What is that? That thing looks disturbing.
Looks like it's smoking.
What's up, Falk? That's my other guy right there, Professor Falk. That's another guy on my team as well.
For sure. Fuck, I saw you say, yo, what's up? How is it going?
Yeah, that's
welcome.
my other guy. That's my dog.
Yo. We're happy to have you here. For those of you that have joined from the gifted subs that you've got on the hype train, welcome back in. We know you guys have been here before. And thank you for joining in and saying hi and hanging out. Excuse me. Today's lovely guest. You can do !guest. Find MrKenCarter on his socials. Donovan, you're so close. There it is. And you can get MrKenCarter on everything there. Posture check. Oh, we gotta check that posture. We gotta
Hey,
clean
all
up.
day, every day.
Gotta get straightened up here. I've been sitting too low here. Workman been stuck on with his work thing. Ah, man.
Yeah, he's Professor Falk is a very important man. He's a very important man.
Yeah, Professor.
Mhm.
Oh, is he really?
No.
No, the way you said, I was like, oh, I was like, he's actually
he's
such a professor. I was like, damn, that's impressive.
Nah. He's a good dude though. He's a good dude.
Well, we hope everything's not too crazy at work, Professor Falk. We hope you can unwind, listen to our fun conversations. We're about to get deep in a few moments here. But thank you for joining in and saying what's up. We'd love to have you over for drinks over on the sofa in the !mark Discord. If you'd like to come hang out, we'd be very happy to meet you and talk with you there as well after stream. We also play games almost every night. We're playing Rocket League a lot recently. That's kind of our go-to. Yeah, we've even had, it's crazy. One of the first times I actually got to talk with Puma was on a games night.
Really?
And she joined into a Jackbox game night. We have ceased Jackbox recently just based off of age restrictions. It's not the best game to play with under 18 viewers.
Yeah, nah.
But it will be. Solemn, welcome.
Yeah.
What's
my
up?
guy Wolf. What's up, baby?
Oh, it's one of your homies. Okay, so
Yeah.
Wolf. So I'll go. Wolf is what they go by.
Wolf. Yep.
So Wolf, what I saw is that you followed early. You bought in early. You're buying those stocks early. So let's see. I think it was like, let's see, what was it? 5 days ago, you hit that follow button. You've been ready for this. And we
That's my
love you
guy.
for that.
My guy.
That's crazy. I go either go by either, but I'm Wolf to him. I will call you whatever you want, but I ain't calling you late for dinner. I ain't calling you that. That was a terrible joke. I'm so sorry.
It's all good. Hey, it's a good dad joke.
Thank
That's
you.
a Falk joke. That's
Right.
a Falk joke right there.
Right there you go. Oh, Falk, if you like dad jokes, oh,
Falk is loaded with dad jokes.
Okay, Falk, we gotta talk. Discord now. Yeah, no, I drive the kids, or the mod team as some know them as. Just crazy with my terrible dad jokes. Makes me happy, makes me laugh. So I mean, if we're talking
That's
dinner,
all
I'll be there early. Well, we like you.
That's what it's all about. It's all about making you laugh. So
Exactly.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we're gonna do one question. We're gonna hit a quick break, and then we'll be back with some deep questions. I'm a living dad joke. That's so relatable. It hurts.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
What is
he's got the jeans with the long socks.
You got the what?
He's got the jean shorts with the long socks.
Ew. I mean, you got the New Balance shoes, like
Yeah, the Nike Monarchs. Oh yeah.
Stands around like this, just doing one of these.
Absolutely. He's the white shirt that's tucked in with the belt. Absolutely.
Yeah, yes.
Absolutely. That's my guy. That's my guy.
That's too
Stands
funny.
proud when he cleans his lawn, mows it. It was completely symmetrical lawn. Yeah. Oh yeah.
He does like a pattern in it. Yeah. Too good. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this will be the last one. Then we're gonna hit a break here, and then we'll be back with some deep questions. But we are gonna start off a little bit deeper here. What is the best advice that you've ever received?
Okay. The best advice I ever received was, "Is that your fight, or did you start that fight? Then why are you fighting it?"
Okay.
I take it every day because realistically, it gets tied into, is that the hill you want to die on, or is this the fight you want to fight today? You got to learn how to pick and choose your battles. I walk this world to be non-confrontational. I don't want to start nothing with nobody. I don't want no problems with nobody. I just want to enjoy this life because we all know it's a gift and it's short. So if confrontation was to appear or show up, how do we address it? Can we avoid this? There ain't no reason for us to fight. We can't be like adults and treat each other like adults. I have no reason to interact with you. So that's probably the best advice I ever.
Like that. Who gave you that advice? If you don't mind sharing.
My mother.
Your mother. I was gonna say it sounds like a parent comment, especially like a mom
Absolutely.
comment too, because moms are usually like that. Just, is that worth the fight? Is that worth it? Yeah.
Yeah, is it really worth it? Do you really want to do that right now?
Yeah, exactly. And like you said,
Absolutely.
is that the hill you want to die on? Usually it's not. I mean, Puma, things to look through. Is that the hill you want to
Listen,
die on?
Puma-
No, I was
Uma
kidding.
loves confrontation and I thoroughly enjoy it. But again, she's not prepared for someone who's worked on themselves. So she can bring the
Ooh.
hostility all she wants. I love it to death because she just can't break me.
I will say about Puma. Puma brings the balance. Puma
Oh,
might
100%.
yell at you all stream long, but as soon as that stream turns off, you get the nicest message you've ever gotten. And I'm sorry to
Yeah, see, I
expose you
don't
like
get
that,
that at all.
Puma.
I don't get that at all. I don't get that at all. I don't get that at all. I get the straight hostility.
You get the shit house and that's it.
Oh, 100%. Look, the only thing I got one nice thing out of her, I saw her like Instagram story. And she was like, "Yeah, the chicken was good." And I was like, "Awesome, yeah, that sounds awesome." And I was like, "That's the nicest thing she ever said." And it wasn't even directed at me.
I will say though, Puma has a way of finding out where. Oh, I guess you got called cute by Puma. There you go. He is cute. Let's go.
Listen, talk to him, man.
Is that the is Puma knows. Puma knows things. Puma knows when people haven't met it. Maybe that's why. Maybe there isn't too many bad days for you recently. Because on bad days for me, whenever I'm having a bad day and no one will know. Like not even the closest people to me will know. It's up in here, just having a bad day. Maybe this isn't working. Maybe I need to try something else. And
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
saying I'm quitting this or anything like that. It's just that maybe it's just I'm giving up on an idea that I thought would work and I have to switch lanes and that's okay. But that's a tough pill to swallow sometimes. And almost every single time I've had one of those days, I get a message from Puma saying, "Hey man, I wish there was more people like you in this world," and things like that. And it was just like fills my heart to the brim.
Yo,
And
that's crazy. Puma, why don't I get that kind of love? You know what I'm saying? Why don't I, you know what I'm saying? Like,
And even things about Mama Lisa too. There's been days where Puma's even sent. So the Mama Lisa episode is where Puma messaged about it because for Mother's Day we had my mother on for the stream and we did the connections of that and it was a lot of fun.
nice.
One of the highest rewatched videos that I have on this channel. And it makes sense. My mom has some interesting insights on some things.
I'm
And
sure.
yeah, it's what's called. And I would say is Puma. The message I got from Puma was just so beautiful. Puma, easy. Thanks, Donna, for allowing that one, but easy.
See, talking about lying don't deserve. See, that's what I'm saying. So that's the kind of
It
energy
is.
I get. But I'm built different.
Um,
She's not prepared for that.
My body different.
I'm built different.
So we're going to hit a quick break. Stay tuned. We are going to go into some deeper questions just after this break here. We're going to get deep diving in with our boy, MrKenCarter, ! Guest. We'll find you all those links. Go hit him with a follow. I mean, we just did a hype train. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to repay that over on the next stream of MrKenCarter. So I mean, go follow so make sure you're there. If you wanna just like Wolf did earlier, buy in early. You're more than welcome to go subscribe right now too. That's okay with me as well. Yeah, go check out that stuff. If you guys are seeing the title coming from the title giving away 250, it's not on this stream, but July 3rd we're hosting a Rocket League tournament. Go and hit !tourney. That'll give you the information on $250. That prize pot, as I said, might increase, which is very exciting, and we'll have some news about that. So be sure to check out my TikTok. That's where we'll announce it first if we do get
Nice.
that. So just keep that in mind. It might be expanding, bigger and better, ladies and gentlemen, bigger and better. Yeah, stay tuned. We'll be right back after this short break. Oh, thank you for the follow. Fuck. That totally caught me off guard. But thank you. Appreciate the follow. We'll be right back after this quick break. Enjoy the TikToks. And go hit up those links that we just put up there as well. I'll see you in a sec.
Blah, they're doing so good. And I'm like, you know, just because someone is doing good doesn't mean that you're doing bad. We live in capitalism, so someone's success is your downfall.
Hey, do you play Rocket League? Because if so, you're going to want to listen to this. I'm hosting a Rocket League tournament, and I'm about to give $250 to the winning team. And you can sign up right now and play. Spaces are limited, so go sign up in my Instagram bio.
I always twirled my hair since I was a kid. Like it's just something to do with my fingers, or like I used to make sounds. Like I used to go, and I had these little tics. And my parents for a long time thought like, you know, it could be something serious. And so for me, guitar it was always like a way to almost like soothe my fingers, like and soothe my body a bit.
The outside, I try to appear as very calm, very zen, but inside I'm like, what the beep is beepity happening here? So
My own mod. I've been asking streamers what's the best advice they've ever received. And here's what they told me.
What is the single best piece of advice I've ever received? Somebody just put like life into a bigger perspective for me. So they're like, listen, your 20s are a very small part of your life. Risk a lot of things in order to make the rest of your life better. So my thing was like, I'm just going to try a bunch of shit, risk a bunch of money, even like I floated money into crypto. It's doing great now. I'm happy about that. That's a big risk that I probably wouldn't take if I had a family and children and things like that. But in my 20s, I can do it. I can lose all my money tomorrow and I have a job. I'll be fine. But if I have kids, I can't be risking shit like that. So just take risks while you're young. It's the best piece of advice I've ever received. So don't have kids. Got it. Yeah. Yeah.
Who or what inspires you?
I'll start with my dad. My dad worked a lot. He's still working a lot right now. I have always looked up to my father ever since I was a little baby boy. When I was in kindergarten, you would go up and you would talk in front of all the parents. And you would say what you wanted to be when you grew up. All these kids are like, I want to be a policeman. I want to be a firefighter. I want to be a doctor. The teacher asked me what I wanted to be. And at first I said I wanted to be like a firefighter or something. And my teacher was like, we have too many of those. You can't do that. I was like, oh shit. And my 4-year-old brain completely blown. I had never had my ego just taken down like that. I had to think about who did I look up to? Of course, first man that comes in my head, my father. I go up in front of everybody and I say, everyone's like, I want to be a policeman, firefighter. I say, I want to be a dad.
Aww.
Yeah. Yeah.
Recently, I've been asking streamers, what 3 items would you bring to the register if you were trying to make a cashier uncomfortable? Here's what they said.
What 3 items would make the cashier uncomfortable? Condoms, baby food, and icy hot.
What 3 items would you bring to the register if you wanted to make?
All right, before we get back into it, did anyone see what happened there? Did anyone hear what happened there? I went to break and I hit the wrong thing and I went to the main camera and I'm just sitting there like deer in the headlights, like what's happening? Why am I seeing myself here? So I don't know if you guys heard it because I don't know if I had myself muted or not because I was trying to mute but like I don't know if I had it yet and so if anyone has that clip, feel free to save it. It'd be kind of funny to go look out after. But as I promised, and as we usually get into near the ending of this show, is the deep questions. We got quite a bit of time here, but I am very interested. Oh my goodness, I'm so far from my mic. I'm so sorry. We do mic questions. We do not do mic questions. We do deep questions. We might do the mic questions, but you were muted. Damn.
You're muted. Yeah.
So, I mean, it probably was even funnier because I'm probably just like deer in the headlights, looking at like nothing, like trying to do. That's all you heard. Well, somebody clip this. Oh, dude, Puma's nice to you. Sorry, I gotta read this up. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. I mean, that was valid. That was valid.
I pick wisely. Oh, look at that. Wow. Better screenshot that, dude.
For real. Because that ain't gonna happen again.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see here. What do we got here? What do we got? We got some good ones. I don't know if I want to just throw you in the deep end here.
I mean, hey, listen, I know how to swim.
I don't know. What was it? Bane said you didn't, so I don't know.
Yeah, he lying.
What was it here? That was a pretty funny one-off though. When we were talking about the river, though, was all the comment. That was actually one of the things that made me do it because I was like, maybe he's right.
Listen, I'm good at lying. All right. But when it comes to telling the truth, I tell the truth sometimes.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, it's all good.
Let's see here. What social stigma does society need to get over?
Oh, man. Well. Oh, man. You can easily go with the easiest one, but I'm not going to do that. All right. So when you, myself, and Chad were talking in the one Discord, y'all were trying to figure out where I was from.
Okay.
one of the main stigmas that it's happening right now, but I would like for us to get away from it more is I need to talk more black. Now, you're not going to understand it if you're not from that environment.
Okay.
I don't. Hey, what up, T Mac? What's up, baby? My bad.
Okay.
I don't sound like a typical West Baltimore, East Baltimore cat. I don't. So when I get around those folks, they're like, "Yo, why are you talking like that? Talk black." So that is one thing I would hope we get away from, which we're already getting away from right now, which is nice. But I hope it just goes away. Jesus, we
Okay.
all talk different. It's almost what is it, like 10 billion people on this planet? We all ain't gonna sound the same.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you talking kind of like the twangs essentially would be kind of the word for it, like in that kind of like?
Yeah, the dialect and the
Okay.
mannerisms and things like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, just YouTube Baltimore accent, and you know what I'm talking about.
Okay. Yeah. But I would say yeah. I mean, the thing is too is like Canadian me
Yeah.
looking at the states. There's already so many different like dialects and twangs that you would have in that sense. Like you can see a southern accent. You have, you know what I mean, like you have the kind of the eastern accent.
Yep.
You have like a western kind of thing, which is probably closer to what I'm used to. But even in Canada, we have like there's an eastern kind of like accent, if you will, like an east side thing. But yeah, the twang. Oof. I don't know. That was a word that I thought you would have used, Mom. That's why I said it. Kind of it's a dialect or an accent. I mean, I guess.
It's definitely a dialect and an accent. It's definitely more lean towards that. Like if you, I mean, like you said in the British Columbia, and I'm sure there's, you run across people that have different tongues when it comes to saying certain words. So it's kind of the same way out here. You get that city and county blended accent. It's interesting. It's interesting.
Falk, you just came up with a really funny story that I just thought about. I was getting the shit from Donovan the other day because I say adult or adult, one of the two. I say it different than said. I don't remember exactly how I said it, but I was saying adult wrong. I think it was adult. I said adult, and he said say adult.
Adult. Yes, adult.
I said adult, so I don't know. What did he said? He said Iran, Iron,
So that's the thing. That's the thing about the Baltimore accent. So one thing you're gonna understand, I shouldn't say gonna understand. One thing you'll probably understand when I say Baltimore is, Baltimore has a T in it. Not when you're from there. It's Baltimore. You know what I mean?
Okay.
We eliminate the T, we put a D. It's weird. I understand. So one thing about our accent is Aaron to iron. We can't say Aaron. We can't. It's Aaron. So it's literally URN. So if your name is Aaron, I have to go Aaron. But if I'm like, yo, what's up, Aaron? Like that's your name. Or Eric. Like if your name was Eric, I'm like, what's up, Eric? So it's things like
Interesting.
that yeah, it sucks
It's
because
okay.
when you're not
I can't say inconspicuous, so it's fine.
yeah, I mean, listen, we all have our words we can't say, but when you talk about, yo, can he say Aaron, iron? I can't say it. You know what I mean? I can't.
Interesting.
I can't say it. Can't say it.
Huh. Donovan said it's relatable though. I've been Puerto Rican who grew up in the hood. My own family tells me I talk too white. Huh.
Yo, Donovan, you get it. Then you understand what I'm saying. Like that was a big thing for me when I was growing up. Like it was like, yo, why don't you talk black? It's like I don't really know what that means because no one could understand it. And then as you get older, you understand what they're trying to say, but they don't say it in a very intelligent way. They're saying that you're portraying something that you're not. No, this is me. This has been me for however long. But unfortunately, in the world we live in, we must classify people as something that we see them as. So
That's interesting. I've never actually thought of that even being a social stigma. Like I wasn't even like aware of that because I mean, white like man, you know what I mean? Like there's not much like like sounds like I don't know. Like there's I've never heard of that before. It's totally new to me, which is like it's eye opening, which is great.
Yeah,
for sure.
It sucks.
For sure. I could imagine. Like
yeah.
By the way, welcome is it R2D2? That's kind of
R2D2.
That's a cool name. That's really cool. And T Mac, welcome as well. Thank you. Welcome to coming and hanging out. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Thanks for spending time with us. We appreciate you like crazy. Yeah. What's up? How's your day going? Throw it in the chat there. Let us know what's up. We're gonna keep asking questions though, but we'll definitely we'll pop back in and see what you guys are saying. This is a learning experience for you, Reddit. It is a learning experience for me for sure, and that's why I do this. I'm interested in others, and I don't know exactly word for word what it says in my about section for my bio, which is just below this stream, but it's something along the lines of, "Hi, I'm Brandon, I'm Canadian, and if you're what's it called, my kind of goal is to do is to meet others and see the others' perspectives and how they see life, and that's something along the lines of that." And I would say that's the biggest thing for me is I've learned so much doing this, and I hope I continue to, because it
I mean,
is
that's really the benefit of the internet. You know,
totally
it
right.
gets
And
to open. The internet makes the world a lot smaller than we think it is.
totally. And like getting to like see, especially like a lot of the people that I spend my time with online are from the States.
Yeah.
Just by kind of chance more than anything. But for instance, one thing would be COVID related. Thanks, Donovan, for posting. Hey, what's poppin'? I'm Brandon. I'm Canadian. I'd like to talk to new people and ask deep questions to people to know where they come from and how they see life. My goal is to continue making new friends and trying to make life better through hearing others' perspectives. There you go. Let's go this perspective things in that sense. So thank you, Donovan. Appreciate it. I totally lost my train of thought though. Because
You good? You good? So you was pretty much how saying, you know, us American folk was a lot better than the Canadian folk. I think that's what you was getting at. I think that's where you were going, and that's okay.
Let's go. What I was saying, it was somewhere similar, is that it was about the COVID shots in the sense of how you guys handled COVID as far as vaccinations.
Absolutely.
Is I think that Canada was doing a really good job of prepping everything and getting everything ready for was handling COVID well up until the vaccines came, and we dropped the ball a little bit.
The beautiful thing about America, COVID didn't exist in California, Texas, Tennessee, and Florida. It's just it wasn't a real thing, because if you look at some of those locations, they were still operating like normal. So, you know, it's a wonderful thing that America just said, you know what, we don't care about this. We're going to continue to do what we do every day. So
yeah. That was a good one. That threw me on left field. I was expecting that to go somewhere else, and you just turned and threw it right back at me. That was a good one, though. I like that.
Yeah.
Yes, today is a blessing, Puma. I don't know if that's sarcastic or not. I hope it's not, but yes. Yeah, no, it's definitely something that I'm gonna have to definitely look into, kind of like that stigma that you talked about, though, because I think that's an interesting concept it's something that's so new to me that I don't know enough about to be able to kind of speak on it. Aside from that, I think I need to do my research on it and kind of see how other people kind of relate to it and how other people feel about it.
It's like I said, the only thing you can really say is it's annoying. Because again, people want to put you in a box and make you seem like something that you're not. I will always be my authentic self. This is me all the time. So when you see me and when you hear me, you automatically have oh, this guy is like this. No, not when you start to get to know me. You're like, oh, he's not like that at all. I think that's the problem. We don't take the time as a society to actually sit down and get to know the person across from us. We are so quick to go, that's what they are. I'll put them over there because they're just like the rest. So with interactions like this lets us know that, you know, we're not like that. We're deeper than what you see. We portray something that you might not be used to, but once you get to know me, hey, now you understand me. I don't think we want to understand each other anymore. We don't.
There's never been a guest on this episode that has not surprised me with a story. But for instance, you, the homeless, that shocked me. That was not something that I would have assumed for you. And we've also had a previous guest who had a similar situation due to addiction, end up homeless, and that's something that was like, oh, that was left field as well. And like so many stories, like a lover that passed away when they were younger, things like that. What's up? How's it going, Miss Brunetti? Welcome. Oh, oops, that's okay. Welcome.
I mean, I would love to say, I mean, I like the homeless thing, like I said, that's like the darkest time. Like, I've been shot at twice. Um, I've had a knife placed to my genitalia. Listen, it was a wonderful time, you know what I mean, in Baltimore and growing up. I mean, you learn so much.
How to stay alive, it sounds like.
Yeah, you learn how to survive, baby. You learn how to survive.
Kidding. Wow.
Yeah, man.
Do you have a story that you could tell us about one of those?
Sure. I'll tell you the story where I shit myself. So I was I was making my way home.
Oh my god.
I was making my way home. And so in the area I grew up at when I was a young kid, Essex, it was not the best, but it gradually got worse. So I was making my way to home to my apartment. I used to walk home all the time. Everybody know that. But in that area, you got mistaken identity all the time. Literally, everybody looks like each other to a certain. Once you're in a certain corner and you make a left or a right, it's literally the same person. So as I'm walking home, someone ran up on me and was like, "Hey, are you such and such?" No, I'm not. Before I could even process what was happening, he already had a gun in my face. Um, Obviously, conversation ensued. I didn't understand what was happening. He pulled the trigger one time. Surprisingly, the gun didn't go off. As soon as that happened, I took off and ran down the block. And then, of course, like typical thing, like anything else you learn, zigzag formation, just trying to get away. He kept letting off rounds after that. So I made it into my apartment. Your adrenaline finally calms down. I go to sit down. I shit myself. So there you go. So as I was running to my apartment,
No, dude, I would be shit myself too. There's no. Wow.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
No
So
kidding.
yeah,
Damn.
that was one of the 2 times I shit on myself. Yeah.
Now we gotta hear the other story.
Sure. The other story, so I used to drink way too much, Jaeger to be specific. One really bad night, I got hammered. I mean, to the point of no belief. Now, also, your boy is lactose intolerance. You know what I'm saying? So I got to stay away from the dairy. You know what I'm saying? So for whatever reason, I thought it'd be a good idea to drink a lot and then go eat some Krabby Tots that's loaded with cheese and like 7 different cheeses. So the clock turns about 1:32 in the morning. I'm like, man, I gotta get home. Like, I gotta get home. The bubble guts start to kick in. I am 45 minutes to an hour away from my house.
Oh
Something
no.
bad's about to happen. So I called the cab. My boy couldn't take me home, so I called the cab. And I'm in the back of the cab, just like doing that uncomfortable, like trying to sit
Stiff
up, stand
shift.
thing, because your stomach is just killing you.
Yeah.
Less than 5 minutes, I get to my apartment. Now, granted, I lived in a place where you had to buzz to get in.
Oh
I had my
no.
keys. I'm trying to, jiggle the keys to get into the gate. Stomach just let loose. I was like, well, fuck it. And just
Oh
walked into my
no.
house, took the greatest shower I've ever had in my life,
No
and I
kidding.
laughed about it that day. I laughed about it all day.
That ass was uncontrollable. If it was that.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you.
Really though. So I want to go back though, because obviously like that the second story is
Sure.
of course funny. The first story is holy shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And keep in mind, I will add, and I've learned this through some of my American friends. Unfortunately, guns are more common, especially being pulled on each other in the States that I'm more used to. I have very fortunately, knock on wood, that like waddled a little bit. I thought it was gonna follow me for a second. Is that I've never had a gun pulled on me, and hopefully it never
Yeah.
does.
I don't want that kind of energy put on anybody.
Right, and it's
Ever.
something that's so
Ever.
terrifying, and I've heard so many stories and from different people about that. It's something that's I hope no one ever has to go through. And I feel deeply because that's a very traumatic event for anyone that has to go through that.
You don't know, again, it shapes you it shapes your life in a way that you cannot live in this world of fake false reality. Like, you were living in the now. Like, some people always create this false world that they like to live in, this fantasy world. When you have situations like that happen to you, you have to live into the now, because tomorrow is not guaranteed.
Yeah, no kidding.
So just to kind of give you an idea of that area we grew up at, um literally, I want to say a month later or 2 months later, a cop that was not from our area, he lived in another state, but I'm sorry, he worked in another state, but he lived in our community, got busted for selling heroin out of his apartment. So that just goes, that's like an idea of how Essex was. Essex was it's still a wild place, but it was a wild place. Wild place.
Definitely crazy
Yeah,
stories
man.
there. Because yeah, no, I'm thinking like I have nothing even close to that, and like I am definitely fortunate for it, but it's something that's just such a different. It's so weird to think it's a country over, and like
Yeah.
but I think it's because there's looser laws, and I don't want to go too much in that conversation, but because I know we can get
I
stuck
got
in
you.
there.
I got you.
But
I got
as
you.
far as like Canadian laws, it's not common to see anyone with a gun in any sort of sense, and so I think that's probably part of why it doesn't happen as much. Not to say that it doesn't happen here at all. um, and muggings still do happen even in Canada and stuff like that too. But something that I fortunately not have to go through, and I hope I don't ever have to go through. But I could imagine, and I'm assuming you probably didn't get hit by any of the shots or anything like that from that
No,
guy,
no, I didn't
thankfully.
get hit with anything. No, I didn't hit with it.
But yeah, no, it's
Nah.
something it's so terrifying.
I mean, I electrocuted myself. That's a funny story. Um, I also had tuberculosis and I almost died. That's another great story. So I mean, it's a wonderful time.
Let's
It's a
keep going.
wonderful.
Let's go.
And the
Okay,
thing,
electrocution first. Let's go.
well, the electrocution one was kind of dumb. Actually, that was kind of dumb. So all right. So in the '90s, we had a metal table, and since Puma finally disclosed my age because she was so concerned by how old I was, we had a CD player that had it took batteries, but it was crazy because the battery tray, you actually press it and it slides out. So I had X amount of batteries in it, slide it back in, but I also used the AC adapter. Did not know the AC adapter had a fray in the wire. You already see where this is going.
Yeah.
So all metal table with a metal chair, frayed wire with an
Oh,
AC adapter.
I'm getting like
plug it-
tingles.
plug it into the outlet, and it just sends my ass across the room immediately. I had
Oh my
no
goodness.
idea where I was, who I was for at least 15 to 20 minutes. And then they took me to the hospital and everything was so
Damn.
yeah.
See, I've been
Yeah.
electrocuted, but not that bad. Damn,
It was
that's
pretty bad. It was pretty
electrocuted.
bad. Yeah. Oh no, I felt it.
No kidding.
And it's crazy because they thought something was wrong with my brain. I thought I had all this type of neurological issues. And as I've gotten older, I realized there is something wrong with my brain because one of my favorite movies is American Psycho. So I don't know what that says about me, but
I was gonna say, if anything, there's something wrong with your brain. You're you're too much of a superhero than anything. I'm just waiting for you to rip
Yeah.
off that shirt and there'd be like a Superman underneath or something like that.
Yeah, one day it will happen. And the time I got tuberculosis and almost died, it was actually it was very traumatic because I didn't know. So back in the day, I don't do it anymore, but I used to do it all the time. I did a lot of charity work for the homeless. So I would go out, feed the homeless, go to soup kitchens and things like that. And I also took public transportation. So you could only imagine what kind of germs and or diseases come your way. So I want to say one night I just had a rough night. I couldn't sleep, tossing and turning, cold sweats, the whole nine. And I couldn't breathe. So it came to a point to where it was so bad to where I couldn't breathe because there was like this pressure on my chest. I'm like, nah, yo, something wrong, something wrong. So I go to the hospital, and then as I go to the hospital, they're like, yo, it's either one or two things: it's lung cancer or it's tuberculosis. And they were like, you look too good to be born in the 30s because tuberculosis is an old, an
Yeah.
old disease per se. So it came back, I had TB. So I got it in some process of doing all the charity work that I was doing with the homeless and, helping them out. So I contracted it somehow. But it's crazy, what's really wild is I saw my own lung. All right, so check this out. So it was a baseball sized bacteria floating in my lungs. It was literally
Yeah.
just floating back, and it started to latch itself onto my lungs because obviously it was just literally feeding off of me because I became a host because it was so uh, 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 I guess effluent in my lungs. It was so strong, it was so powerful. It just kept feeding off itself. That's why it wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
So they had me on the table. They do this thing called a bronchoscopy. They put this tube down your nose, tube down your throat. And they got this camera in it, and apparently I couldn't get put down. They kept using all this anesthesia, and they just could not put me down. If you could not tell, I'm over the top when it comes to everything. I have way too much damn energy. So I'm sitting on the table. They try to put me down. They gave me 4 shots. It doesn't put me down. They give me a 5th shot. It still doesn't put me down. And they give me a 6th shot, and it starts to slow me down. You can see my heart rate slowing down. And then they give me a 7th one, and I'm just like, oh, all right, I kind of feel it. I'm starting to go to sleep. So they dark the room. They put this towel over your eyes to try to simulate you going to sleep, but I wasn't asleep. So I can feel everything, them like tapping on my lung, trying to knock the bacteria back and forth. And then for whatever reason, the nurse takes the towel off my eyes, and I wake up and I see my lung, and I immediately just crushed this poor lady's hand that was to my right. And that the only thing, so they gave me after that, they gave me an 8th shot, and they gave me a 9th shot, and it finally put me down. They put me to sleep. So they
Damn.
put me into a room of people who had hemorrhoids. So they had, they butthole cleaned out, which is hilarious to me. So I'm, so I'm in this I'm in this room, and mind you, I just had a tube. Actually, my brother T Mac came through and saw me. So T Mac, I love you, baby. I appreciate that.
Oh.
They put me in this room with all these people that had their butthole cleaned out, and all they're doing is farting, and I
Wait,
am laughing.
wait, hemorrhoids or did they get the colonoscopy?
They had to do both, so they
Okay,
stuck
okay.
me in that room down there.
Okay.
So, uh, so they stuck me down in this room, and I can't speak because they just, they had that tube down my throat, so I couldn't speak. So they're down there. I'm down there with these people, and they're farting, and I'm trying to laugh, and I can't laugh. So the nurse comes over and like, "Is everything okay?" And I'm like, it's just people farting around me. Like, does anyone not laugh at this shit? So it was a wild time. It was a wild time. Yeah,
Funny.
it was
Okay.
a wild time.
That was good. No, see, I was thinking when you're like, they couldn't get me down. I was like, all they had to do was they had to get you an old CD player and put you on a metal desk, and you'd be out.
Oh, in a heartbeat, be done overnight, no
Right.
problem.
Yeah, no. See, we talked about this a little bit the other day, and so I assume I'm not scared of needles, but apparently
Oh.
subconsciously I am. Because when I got my first shot of the COVID vaccine, lights went out, and I went to sleep.
Ooh, really?
And I was up for 30 seconds. Very lucky that there was doctors around, and the doctors did take really good care, make them go night night. They did make me go night night. And so this past week, I'm terrified of those daggers. Yeah, see, the thing is, I'm not queasy about them, T-Mac. Like, it's weird. Like, I don't have any discomfort thinking about any sort of needles or anything like that. Like, I mean, I could watch a needle going into me. It wouldn't be the most fun hobby of mine, but it would definitely be something I could do if I needed to. And so that's where I'm like stuck. Where I'm like, I definitely could get to that point. Like, I could definitely have a needle. So that's the issue. And so I was so confused as to what it was coming from. And so I was very lucky. I got blood work done this past Sunday, and I did not pass out. Nothing.
Nice,
Really
man,
good. So I'm
nice.
super happy with that. I had to lay down, had to bring a thing of juice as Donovan's been bugging me this whole week in my juicy box. I brought with me, and it was all good. No issues. So yeah, but it definitely was my juicy juice. Yeah.
Juicy box.
So yeah, no, I didn't luckily pass out, but I now have to know that I have to lay down, and do it that way from now on, which I mean is good, but it was definitely a scary moment passing out, especially when you're
Absolutely,
in a
absolutely.
room of a bunch of other people.
Oh, listen, there's nothing more, because that's the ultimate. I'm putting my life in someone else's hands. Like, I have no control over what's happening in this room. And if you know anything about me, I like to control everything. Not everything, but if it's about me, I like to control it. You know what I mean? And now I have to give up that freedom and give it to someone else. It makes you a little uncomfortable. You know what I mean?
100%.
And to piggyback on what you're saying about needles don't bother me. Needles don't bother me. My man Dubliggity, he's definitely tatted up. He's got a bunch of tattoos. I don't have any tattoos because that's permanent. And if you know anything about me, I don't like anything permanent. That's why I'm single. So it all ties together.
Okay, so that's a
It all
long-winded
ties
way of
together.
saying you have commitment issues, but okay.
It's a great way of saying it. It's a great way of
Yeah,
saying
exactly. It sounds better. I'll give you that.
Exactly.
See, I have two tattoos. I have this one, and then on my ankle, I have an outline drawing of an ass.
Oh my god.
Yes, and it's probably one of my favorite conversation starters ever. But I definitely have a couple more things that I want to get done. There's Ken blaming being single on needles. Yeah, exactly.
100%. See, you get it, bang.
But I would say is yeah, no, tattoos I could never. There's little space left on Donovan's body that does not have a tattoo on it.
Oh, he's tatted up. That's what's up, Donovan. Shout out to you, baby.
Yeah, he's got some good stuff. Yeah, is that the only reason you wouldn't get it? Just because of the commitment thing? Is it?
No. I'm the kind of person, like, when time comes to get a tattoo, like, I don't know what I want. You know what I mean? Like, and me being a person I am, especially everyone that knows me in the real world, I'll be like, yo, I'm gonna do this tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes, I'm like, I'm not doing that shit. So, like, I don't want to have to really go through that moment of, do I really want to do this, or I'm not gonna do this.
Mhm.
So, and I don't want to be halfway through a tattoo and be like, yo, I really don't want this. So I don't even want to put myself in that kind of predicament, honestly.
I would say it's not for everyone. However, if
Absolutely.
you are very,
I
very
love it,
interested,
though. I love them, though. I
yeah,
love
if
'em.
you're very, very interested in doing it, I would say get a friend to book you a date and work with your schedule, and like get someone to, like, who knows your schedule, and like get them to tell you not when it is, and just one day they show up at your house, we're going, and you know what I mean, like, and that might hit the anxiety a little too hard. That's how I did it. Perfect, because it wasn't it I eliminated the anxiety build up and stuff like that from the first week. I was just like, oh okay, like we're literally like we were walking to the shop and stuff like that, and my friend, I was in there, I was like, okay, this is happening, and it was good because
this is what we're doing.
and I would say it is wildly addicting, as Dude put in the chat. 100%. You get the first one,
no,
you
yeah.
go to a couple weeks, and you're like, okay, I need another one. And I need another one. The only thing that's stopping me right now is money. That's it. It's the only reason.
I'm sure. See, and that's my thing. Like, I would get the moment obviously I'm never gonna get a tattoo, but the moment I get a tattoo, it'll take me forever to decide on what I want. And then it's like, what's the meaning of it? I don't know. It's a pancake. I like pancakes. The fuck? Like, I don't know, man. Like,
You don't have to have a reasoning.
listen. If I'm putting something on my body,
I guess
it better have a reason.
I mean, you will. It'll be the reason because you wanted it.
Nah, it's gotta be like, yo, listen, I like chicken and waffles. I like grits. Shrimp go crazy. Like, it's something ridiculous like that. You know what I mean? But that's why I also don't have one, because I'm too indecisive. And like Falk just said, he know very well. I'll text you I'm gonna be somewhere and I'll still show up an hour late. So that's
And yet he's dipping 45 minutes into a date that's supposed to start. I'm calling her out on it. Be like, you know what? Not worth my time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Listen, it's not worth my time. You wasted my time. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Donovan's got the shapes on his knuckles. Exactly. And that's the thing. If you don't want it, that's okay. I mean, like, as long as you're respecting them, you're not like you're taking away from anyone else.
No.
However, if you ever want to, the last guest on last week, amazing artist, Tamaya and Alex. Tamaya is the artist, but they run a company named Pulse Van City, out here in Vancouver. And if you're ever out here in Vancouver, I'd be sure to happily hook you guys up, and I'm sure
Yeah,
they'd be happy
it's
to.
funny. It's funny. Back in 2019, when I was doing my tour into the United States, I was in Denver. My next leg of my trip was going to be Portland and Seattle, because I was going to make my way up to Vancouver. It didn't work out that way. But I definitely plan on going up there sometime. Absolutely.
Sure. Well, hit me up when you're up here. I'll take you around and show you some things. I'll take you to a hockey game too, because that's probably the most Canadian thing I can think of.
Listen, I got my skates over there now.
Yeah,
and I still got my jersey. Matter of fact, hold up.
Wait, really? No way, this guy just gets up and shows me a jersey of a team. I'm very interested to see. I'm gonna lose my mind if it's a Canucks jersey. You don't understand. Oh, it's come back.
So not only do
Canucks
hockey,
I don't think.
I was very excited when my boys made it to the playoffs a couple years ago, and I got to rep my boy.
Oh
Brody.
no, not a Calgary fan.
Sure.
I'm just kidding.
Sure.
That is pretty crazy. So why Calgary?
So to make a long story short, me and my brother, T-Mac, we always play sports games. Well, we always played sports games. And I think me and him back in the day went half on NHL 2003 on PS2. And he was always a Rangers fan. Always a Rangers fan. So I didn't know who to pick. I didn't know what team to get. But I fell in love with the guy on the front cover, who was Jerome Ginla, who was one of the captains for the Calgary Flames. So
the best leaders in the world, in my opinion.
Dude, Jerome McGinley is ridiculous. He's a beast.
Yeah.
So I stuck with that team since then. So since 2003.
An amazing person, from what I've heard from every single interview that I've ever heard from anyone that's ever met him. Is a stand-up dude. He's a very, very, like, what you see is the same person you expect when you meet him, and that's what I've heard. And I don't think there's many people you can say that or like that. And I'm not a fan of Calgary just based off of the rival that we have as being a Canucks fan, and I'm sure that the rivalry I will have as with Seattle in the next year, considering they are coming to the NHL. However,
I think the Kraken will kind of be fun to watch. So I think they're going to be a rivalry.
It will definitely be fun. I think it's just rivalry just based off where they location wise.
The location,
What's it called? But I will say, as far as Joe McGinley, it's a hard dude not to like. Very hard dude not to like.
I mean, how can you not love him?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he fed the winning pass to Team Canada in the Olympics too to get that win too. I'm pretty sure in the 2010 Olympics in Vancouver.
In Vancouver, yeah.
So let's go.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so yeah, no, I'm a big hockey fan. I can talk hockey all day. So yeah, so we'll definitely hopefully we can make it hopefully it'll be like a Calgary game, considering they play quite a bit together.
Yes, absolutely. And yeah, I got to get my boy Johnny Gaudreau. I love my boy Johnny Gaudreau. I love
hockey.
Johnny Hockey's amazing. The year they made the playoffs, Michael Furlan, Sam Bennett, my boy TJ Brody, Johnny was. I mean, and what's I'm forgetting the captain. Oh, Gino
Yeah, Giordano? No.
Giordano.
Yeah, yeah.
Giordano. Yeah. Oh, amazing! That team was amazing. Yo, Furlan and Sam Bennett was just smacking everybody coming
Yeah.
off his second team. They were an amazing team, but
Michael
can't
Furlan.
beat
I'm pretty
the
sure
San
Michael,
Jose
Michael
Sharks.
Furlan's on Canucks now. I'm pretty sure too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no, he's
Yeah.
but he's gotten a bunch of concussions. He hasn't been able to play, unfortunately. But no, he's a fun player to
I mean,
watch.
he plays hard.
Yeah.
He plays hard.
Yeah, no, for sure. What's it called? Doobie said, can we talk about how the Knights went to the finals in their first year? Yeah, right?
Yeah, the Spartan Knights are amazing, man. Amazing team.
Thought of it. Oh, Brendan just said it Hartshell. Exactly. Yeah, no, I think as far as that was one of the things I actually kind of weird and how it kind of happened. The first night that we landed in Vegas, we're going back all the way to Vegas here again,
Nice.
there was, and we were going to do the game, but it just didn't work out how the plane landed. It would have been, it would have worked out. No way. We landed in the night and or like in the evening, and there was a Calgary and Vegas game going on. And I mean, I would have seen any game because I mean, to see Vegas play would have been cool.
Hell yeah.
Ideally, Vancouver would have been best, but no, I've seen Vegas play Vancouver quite a few times. I've seen Calgary play Vancouver. Actually, a fun story about Calgary and Vancouver. The last time I saw them play against each other, obviously with COVID and everything like that, me and my girlfriend went together. And we don't usually go to games. Usually I take some friends, stuff like that, but this night, just for, I don't know what the kind of context was, or if it was just maybe we were just gonna have a date night or what it was. But me and my girlfriend went. She's not a huge hockey fan, but she is interested for me, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
And
well, there you go.
Exactly. And so I went and we were sitting in my seats. So I have quarter season tickets that I buy every year. And we're sitting in our seats, and these guys in front of us, they got 2 Canucks fans, 2 Calgary fans, and they're all buddies. And
okay.
the mouths on these guys going back and forth in front of us.
Listen, I love it. I love the banter when it comes to
Right?
hockey. It's completely different from football, not soccer, because we call it football around here.
Yeah.
All right, Bane. But
yeah, you Scottish.
no, he's Scottish. They yell at me every time I say it's soccer. It's football, whatever.
It's football.
But football. But no, like hockey is just so great to watch live, and of course the people around you make it great as well.
Totally.
So that's why I really fell in love with it.
Yeah, and in that game, it actually went to overtime. And when it hit the buzzer at third period, the 2 guys that are Canucks fan looks over at the 2 guys in the Calgary fan and goes, "How much we betting here on this OT winner?" And me and my girlfriend are sitting here like we're the games we're not even paying attention at this point. We're watching this in front of us because we're like so interested and invested. And these guys, they end up deciding they're going to do $20. And so they bet $20, and they're looking around. They look at my girlfriend. They go, "Can you hold this for us and give it to whoever the winner is?" And she looks at me like, am I gonna get in some sort of fight here? I was like, no, like just grab it. It's chill. It's, you know what I mean? Like it's a friendly rivalry, if anything. I said, if not, I'm here, whatever. You know what I mean? Like I'll step in front if something goes down, but I don't think so. It's $20. And so they do it, and actually Canucks won, which was I think one of the first wins of that season against Calgary. And it was called. It was. Oh my goodness! The crowd around us, because everyone heard about this bet. Everyone was like talking. Everyone's like looking at it. Yeah, get socked out exactly. And everyone's like freaking out, losing their mind because it's all Canucks fans, and then like 2 or 3 Calgary fans sitting in there. And yeah, no, it was definitely a cool experience. And
it is. I remember when I went, because I went to 3 Flames games when the Flames came to Washington and they played the Capitals.
We're checking the posture here and getting the hydrates going.
When they came here and we played, and Calgary played them in Washington, it's incredible. I mean, it's so great to watch live. I mean, especially you see the speed of the game. I mean, it's just nonstop. So it's fucking incredible.
So obviously no one has a schedule for next season, but when the next season schedule comes out and I buy my quarter seasons, I will hit you up with a message.
Absolutely.
If you get yourself here, obviously COVID safe, and I'm sure by that point, by that point, I'm sure we'll probably hopefully be there in BC. Where the plan right now is that September things should be going back to normal, which please is that we will be. I will message you and if you can get out here, if you can get yourself out here and get all that stuff, I will cover for the for the Canucks game for sure, no doubt
Hell
about
yeah,
it.
that's awesome. That's
So,
awesome. Hell yeah.
That's my plan for you. That's not just an on-stream thing. I've said that to our past guest Travis too. Is he's a Canucks fan too, and I said I will take him too. And I actually had a call with him today too, and I mentioned about how I said that's not just a one-off. That you hold me to that. I will 100% take you to a game. I have no problem with that at all.
That's
It
awesome.
makes it more
I
fun.
love that. I love that.
And this is the whole point of this, is to get to meet new friends and things like that. And if you get yourself out here, I will happily. Can I come through? Bane, if you can get out here, happy to have you.
Bane, stay where you at. So I think one thing, that I plan on doing with the streaming thing to tie it all in is to do like IRL streams, like live streams. I think
Yeah.
that'd be fun. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I mean, I don't want to just be sitting in front of my computer this whole time playing games. I love to interact. I love to talk. So I think when time comes, I'll definitely start doing live streams, like IRL streams.
Yeah, no, I look forward to watching them for sure. I think
Oh,
you
yeah,
you got the entertainment, and it sounds like you got the city of entertainment around you too to be able to,
Sometimes
get some interesting content on there too. But yeah, no, and as far as that is, I'd be, yeah, I like I said, this whole started because I was getting bored with just kind of, I mean, video games were kind of burning out a little for me. I was like, okay, what do I like? What do I passionately enjoy? And that's human connection, talking to people and getting to
Oh, yeah.
know new people. And it's been very, very interesting. And so,
When you find your niche, dive in at it. Go ahead first. You know what I mean? Don't even Greg Louganis. Don't just dive straight in. Don't even try to pretend that's not what you want to do. Like me, I know I'm not good at video. I know I like to entertain. I like to talk. So I know I can take that and run with it instead of just, hey guys, we're gonna play Warzone tonight. Hey guys, we're gonna play. No, let's have some fun because if that's all we're doing and I don't get to really get to know you on a personal level, that means this stream is shit. Like there's not you're not gonna tune in. If I can't go, hey Wolf, you know what I mean? How you doing today? Hey Bane, what's up with the artwork? T Mac, what's up with the family? Duplicity, how was work? Hey Falk, how was your family? Like, I know these guys, man,
Yeah.
and women as well. I know these women as well. But once I have that connection with you, that gives you a reason to come back. And that's what we want to do. And then we want to spread the message. We want to spread that positivity.
as far as like, I agree. Someone said to me the other day, and they said, excuse me, and they said it pretty well. When you go on Twitch, you go into any sort of live stream, you're going for one of two things. One, to see some good gameplay, or two,
100%.
to meet a personality and someone who's actually interactive. You to make it on any sort of platform, whether it be Twitch or anything like that, you have to have one of those. If you have both of them, damn, you're lucky, and you're probably going to do very well. You don't have to have both of them by any means. You can definitely make it with one or the other. Yeah, I was gonna make a call it and make a joke, but I'll just leave it because if this gets clipped, and I might be ruining potential guests in the future.
Nah, clip it.
Yeah.
No, but that's the thing. Yeah, I mean, like if you have so that's one thing I understood very, very early in the streaming career when I started July of last year. I realized that one or two things. Either I'm going to be really good at what I do, or I'm going to have a great personality. Well, I already got one of the two. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be great at every game. I'll let the content make itself, and I'll just crack the jokes and have fun. Or if you have, I know you've been in my stream once or twice. Like my stream roasts me, and I'm fine with it. Like, hey, cook me up. Let's just have some fun with it.
Well, they've been here.
Or now, oh yeah, they're definitely in here. Or now I'm starting to do like react stuff. Like I'm trying to open up this avenue of things that I like to do to make it more entertaining for people to watch. Because granted, I might be a pretty face,
Very pretty.
but staring at me for 4 to 5 hours just don't cut it.
Hey man, I invest in the personality more than anything. That's the thing though, is like there's certain games that definitely help, but for the most part,
Yes.
I don't usually go to streams. I usually mostly browse just chatting more than anything. And that's where I started off getting a lot of the guests on stream was because I was looking at just chatting and those kind of people who can be interesting without something else. And obviously I'm now branching out to every sort of thing, and there's definitely a lot of avenues to be going and certain things like that. If you have also to the people watching, if you have someone who is a creator of some sort, or even just has a very interesting story, let us know. Throw in the Discord, hit me with a PM, send me their links in a PM. I'd be happy to look at it. I'm not saying I'm going to take every single person, but I'd be happy to kind of look at them. We have met some interesting people just from word of mouth. Example right here.
Exactly.
We would not be sitting here today if it wasn't for a recommendation from Chad the Deviant. So I think as far as that is, there's so many different things on Twitch, and around this and around social media period, or even just around the world that you can get into. And I'm I don't really search Twitch personally for the games. I go for the people and the personality, and that's why I was like, as soon as I saw this has probably been the easiest decision for anyone for me to pick on for a podcast was you, because I saw it and I saw the energy and I was just like, I'm hooked. T-Mac, thank you for that follow. I appreciate that. And I was like hooked, and I totally understand why you have such a loyal community around you, is because of that. And I think they vibe with it too. They love it. They're just as engaged. And I mean, I'm super addicted to even finding out all these little like inside jokes that you guys have over the past couple months here, and they're hilarious to me. And like learning all the kind of the lore of Mr. Ken Carter.
Listen, and then once it really starts going, you start hearing about the feet. Once you start hearing about feet, and you got too deep. That's all I'm saying. We start right there. And to go back to about going up there to see the game. Listen, I'm all for it. There's just not no one time thing. I'm definitely about to start traveling again. And I know Wolf said he'll follow me. Wolf, you ain't got to worry about following me, Wolf. I drag you to it. So
I also said, I saw something too, is that Bane said something about a 5-hour drive. I think that's a very wet 5-hour drive, if you ask me, because it's from Scotland. That's I'm pretty sure there's a little like pond called an ocean that's in between the two.
I don't think Bane lives in Scotland. E definitely lives in Scotland. I don't know where Bane lives. I don't think Bane ever disclosed where.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm mixing up people. I see.
No,
The
it's okay.
feet.
It's okay.
My bad. I'm missing out people now. I'm sorry. There's too many new friends in here for me, Bane. My apologies. I will get to know you. Bane's the artist who's not from Scotland.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Bane is the artist not from Scotland.
Gotcha. Yeah. That's EE, if I'm correct. You're in Calgary. Oh,
where is it? Calgary.
That is a 5-hour. That is about a 5-hour drive then. Okay. All right. Bane, hey, you come hang out, you come talk to me in the Discord and stuff like that. I'll definitely take you to game if what's called if you wanted to homies for sure. Yeah, no, for sure. Maybe vice versa. I have a buddy who lives in Audrey, in Alberta, and near Calgary, and we've made a deal basically that if his favorite two teams are Vancouver and Vegas. He's from here originally. And so we made a deal is that if he's ever coming to me, I'll pay for the seats. If I ever go to him, he's paying for the seats type of thing, and we'll go see a couple games. We've gotten through a couple games with that. It's been a lot of fun because it's someone who I don't see too often. It's a lot of fun. Wolf said I'm a couple days away by car, but that's what planes are for. Exactly. Nothing's too far out of this world. It's a very small world if you think about it.
Yeah, it's only getting smaller.
Adri, yes, Airdrie. You're right. Sorry, I said that wrong. I said Audrey. It's Airdrie. That's right.
You jogging to me, Puma? What you talking about?
He's in that jogging distance. Maybe that's what Puma meant. Maybe, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that's exactly what she means. Yeah.
Puma in New York.
Listen, I've been to New York a couple times, man. That is a crazy, crazy place. And I saw what she said. She said that I keep saying my life is boring. My life is boring because I make it boring. I did all the crazy wild stuff. Like I got another story where I got, we'll save that for another.
See, nothing's wrong with a boring life.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure. There's definitely a common piece, and I know we're been making jokes and stuff like that all stream long, but I think as far as like actually having a boring life, if you want to call it, there's nothing wrong about that. I learned that at a very young age. And my mom did put it on. That's the only reason I'm going to talk about it, is because my mom actually already put it in the chat. Mom had a very verbally abusive, and I guess a little bit emotionally too, boyfriend when I was younger.
Yeah, I saw her say that. Yeah,
that's called. And I wasn't going to touch on it, but if she wants to open the floodgates, that's totally fine with me. This is supposed to be open and honest, and so that's kind of where we'll take it. But I remember my mom was saying to me, and this I guess could be also relationship advice too for most people too, is a boring partner is not a bad partner. Because sometimes boring is just someone who's calm, relaxed. There's no stress. You don't have to worry about, is this person going to be coming home? Is this person going to be coming home tonight? Is this person going to be sleeping with someone else tonight? Is this, you know what I mean? Drama and excitement, if you will, is not always a bad thing. Boring is sometimes awesome. You know what I mean? So
facts. And I'm a firm believer. Those who cause their own drama deserve their own karma.
Totally. I think it comes around and goes around type of thing, right? Like
absolutely.
How you treat others is how you will end up getting treated. And so Oh.
I ain't got time for none of that.
Oh, I totally read that wrong, Bane. I totally read that wrong. I thought you said that you have one, and I was like, homie, time to bounce. Yeah, I told that totally wrong.
Yeah, he was referring to the abusive individual.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes, we're very fortunate. There's no ties at all. It's all yeah. But thank you, appreciate it, Bane.
I mean, I think the more important thing is that she was able to get out of that.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
No, props
Yeah,
to my
that's-
mom.
that's
No,
very
she did, and the definitely the message deleted. The the point where the breaking point for her was when it came to me, and she put that in there as well. Is there was a day when he came in behind me and was screaming and yelling at me for not, I don't know what it was. I think it was like about not cleaning or something like that, and she was just kind of like, no, like that's it, like that's like you can do what you want, kind of into my face and stuff like that, but like not towards my kids and stuff like that.
Exactly.
And that's that has always been my mom's kind of breaking point, is you do not, mama bear, if you will. It's not, you don't nothing with my kids sort of thing. That's crossed the line. And every other partner since then has been has been definitely awesome and super amazing. There hasn't been one that I have disliked since. I mean, I did like that one at the time until it started getting bad. And then, but I think my mom has done a really good job of choosing partners, and the person she's with right now, amazing dude, super awesome and honest, and just a nice, funny guy, and it's someone who I can kind of click with well, and so I think she's done a good job with that. My mom got lucky having me and my older brother's kids. No man has been stupid enough to try some funny stuff. Yeah, Donovan, I've heard the stories. I wouldn't wanna be messing around.
Listen, sometimes you gotta tuck them in real tight at night when they go to sleep and beat them with a broom. That's what you gotta do.
Oh my god.
That's what you gotta do. You gotta find creative ways, man.
Oh my goodness. My mom turned into the Hulk when it comes to the babies. Exactly, T-Mac. That's that word for word, Mama Lisa, right there. Turn into the Hulk if you mess with her babies. But yeah, no, I'm always
That's how it should be.
I'm always like, there's a part of me that's always like worried whenever I tell my mom something that's done, like someone that's done me dirty or something like that, because I know like they'd be counting their days.
Count your fucking days,
Right?
bitch.
And so like, I mean, Mama's great and all, but she's very protective. And even when I called her when I actually passed out that day, I had to like explain the most. I'm okay now, I'm good. But 30 minutes ago I was sleeping.
Exactly. 30 minutes ago I was taking a nice nap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
In some random dude's arms. Yeah.
And where else would you rather be?
Yeah, exactly. At least like the dude had a PhD. Yeah, we'll throw it back to another question. I know we kind of went on a tangent there, and that's I love the tangent. The tangent was great, especially talking about hockey things. That's, as Donovan said, went over my heart.
There you go.
But if you could ask a single person one question and they had to answer truthfully, who would you ask and what would you ask? And they can be dead or alive.
That is a very good question.
We tried to have some nice ones here. By the way, well, MrKenCarter is thinking of his answer here. ! Guest. Go follow if you haven't already. If you have, then ignore me. This is fine. I mean, maybe go check and make sure you followed on all 4 accounts. But if you haven't yet, go do that, and then come right back, and we'll be ready for the answer when you do it. Thank you, Falk, for the $5. Wow, you guys too nice to me. You guys, filling the bank up. Okay, it's going back into the stream. Don't worry. But thank you, I appreciate it.
Who would I ask? And
oh, let's go.
I don't really have a lot of. Well, you know what? I'm gonna say Prince.
Okay.
I would talk. Oh, what's up, my boy Chad? What's up, baby?
Thank you for the red. That's so. Let's go. So, fun fact. Sorry, just before we go into the question,
please.
Is me and CJ were talking about this the other day. We had never had a raid until a couple days ago on each other. We like, our brands are very close to each other in a sense. Like we like both kind of our people know who each other is. Like we everyone in our communities know each other in that sense. And it was so weird because like the other day there was no, like, we had never raided. I'm like, that's so weird. And like, I mean, this wasn't planned, so thank you, I appreciate it. But then I threw the first raid because I was like, okay, like obviously we got to break this. We got to break this this weird thing that we have going on here. And then now with the raid. So thank you, CJ. Welcome, Deviant Nation, to the stream. We're glad to have you. If you guys haven't already, join the Discord, !Discord. Get your drinks. If you haven't already, this is our lovely guest. I know I just did it, but I'm going to do it again. MrKenCarter, !Guest. I am scared. The game I played made me very uncomfortable. I'm so sorry. Let's go, though. But yeah, no, so thank you. And go and join the Discord. Go meet our guest on all of his links, which are posted up above there.
Thank you.
And go follow. It's definitely worth the investment. And I know most of you guys are coming. You guys know who I am. I'm no stranger to you guys. I love you guys all. But we were asking the question just before you guys joined in is, if you could ask a single person one question and they had to answer truthfully, who would you ask and what would you ask? And that person could be dead or alive. Metafish, what's up?
I would ask, of course, I would go to Prince. I think that's my number one. I would go to Prince and I would ask him straight up, did you really get buckets? Like, were you really out here schooling Charlie Murphy? And apparently he got buckets on Michael Jackson. Like, he was a baller.
Okay.
So I think that'd be the one thing that I would ask him. Like, Prince, were you really out here hooping like that? Was you out here getting 30 for 30 a night? You know what I'm saying? Was you out here shooting threes on everybody? That's one thing I would absolutely have to ask.
We're talking about Prince, the singer, right?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. So
Yes,
I want to make
sir.
sure. I want to make sure I just didn't miss in that. Living the dream, guys. Living the dream. Yes. Everyday meta. Thank you. So we got a lot of the past guests in this stream. Thank you for all joining and coming back and hanging out. This has been a one hell of a stream so far. But Meta, we're glad to have you in here hanging out. With everyone else.
Chad, what's up, baby?
It's beautiful.
Chad talking about that glow.
The
Yes,
glow.
sir.
Ooh, shit.
That glow, Chad. That glow. Shit.
I'm pretty sure that glows. The glow's coming from that big smile of yours. I'm pretty sure.
It has to be. It has to be.
Exactly. Sheesh. Yeah, we gotta get that command. That sheesh command. Yeah, we don't have it yet, but definitely something we'll have to set up there for that as well.
Like a TikTok. Oh my God, TikTok.
Right. Yeah. So that's a good person to ask though. Definitely a very interesting person in himself. I'm sure you
Absolutely.
I'm sure you wouldn't get just the answer. You know what I mean? Though with him. He's someone who would give you a very long story and drawn out, but yeah, no, definitely an interesting person. Yeah, no, rest in peace, Prince, for sure.
All day.
Let's see here. Where are we at here? There was one. Oh my goodness, I hate this. I scroll and then I miss one that I'm looking at here. Here it is. What is your biggest fear in life?
Regret.
Okay.
Regret. My biggest fear in life is knowing that I did not. Oh, okay. So I never want to put myself in a shoulda, woulda, coulda scenario. I want to know that I did my best in every scenario that I've ever been across. I want to know that if I thought I should be doing it, I did it. Even if I tried, who cares? I tried. If I failed, whatever, I tried. But I never want to put myself in an environment where I regret not doing something, or regret not taking advantage of something, or regret not being a part of something that I know that I should have been a part of. So absolutely, my biggest fear in this world will always be regret. If you haven't noticed, I influence a lot of people for good, for bad. So I always want to be that person that I can influence you to be part of some positivity. So if I don't do that, I feel regret that I didn't take advantage of that day. So yeah, absolutely regret.
That I think regret is a big thing. I was gonna say theme, but I don't know if theme would be the word for it. But a big kind of overshadowing thing that can definitely be scary because
absolutely
no one on their deathbed wants to be like, I didn't do that, or you know what I mean, like in that sense.
And the easy one, you can always go, what do you fear? I fear death. No, I don't fear it. It happens to everybody. This is how I see it. You get born, there's a dash in the middle, and then you die. So it's all about the day you're born, the shit you do in between, and then you're dead. Did you make your life worthwhile? Did you live to the fullest? Did you enjoy that moment? And then you die. Because you got to remember, everything that you did, you don't take with you. Everything that you gained, you don't take with you. You got to understand that I got to enjoy what's here in the now. And then I go on about my day.
I like that a lot.
There you go.
We were talking a little bit about death on the last stream. And our last guest, Alex, he mentioned about how he is in not a suicidal way, but he is excited for death to see what it's like and understand a bit better. And it was a very interesting take because as someone who has anxiety and anxiety is very triggered off of the unknown and what I don't know could happen. it was something that was definitely very. It's always something that scared me, and I thought
Triggering.
what cute it is from that passing out thing is that I felt kind of more of a comfort with eventually passing away in a sense, and same kind of thing is there's no feelings of suicide or anything like that, very fortunately. And if you do feel that things, please reach out for help. Don't just be quiet
Yeah,
about
call
it.
somebody.
Um,
Call somebody.
but I would say is it made me kind of comfortable with not being so scared of it, and it wasn't a scary thing. It was more of a it's the best way to describe it. It's more for the people that are left behind, not so much for the person that's leaving it in a sense.
Yeah.
As far as like this the sad scary parts, and I mean it's because
Well,
you're
I think I think the sad, scary part comes from a side of regret of knowing that you didn't do what you were supposed to do,
Hmm.
or you're holding grudges, or you don't like somebody, or whatever. Listen, that's why I told you early in the stream. I meditate. There's something on my mind. I gotta get it off. I get it off. If it's something I gotta talk to that person about, I'll talk to them about it. That's because I know the next day or the next hour, that ain't on my mind no more. It's
Mhm.
not. It's over with. It's done. It's 24-hour rule. I'm on to the next day. So
And that's the thing
yeah.
is I
You're a
would
Sagittarius, aren't you?
sorry.
You're a
I
Sagittarius, aren't
know,
you?
but I'm very close. I'm a Capricorn.
Capricorn, you're on the cusp. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
December
Gotcha. Gotcha.
27th.
Ah,
Yeah,
nice.
I
Nice.
am right
Nice.
on the
Nice.
cusp. I'm really close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're very close.
That's funny. What made you say that though?
Well, so since you're on the cusp, it's going to make sense, but it is going to make sense. Sagittarius have a fear of not taking advantage of what they have in front of them. Also, they have a fear of not knowing, of the unknowing. So the unknown is knowing that you're going to die. You don't know what's going to happen. So that pretty much puts you into a panic because you don't know what to expect. You don't know what's there because you like to control what's in front of you. So that's why I thought of that.
First ever anxiety attack I've ever had when I was younger was triggered off of the unknown and not knowing, and it was actually loop all the way back in. Mama Lisa, after my parents divorced, we were living at my grandparents' house, and I'm so lucky to have such awesome grandparents that are still kicking to this day and kicking
Right
ass
on.
to this day. But I would say is my mom went away and or went out for like a night. I think it was probably like a girls' night or something like that, or the first time since and like actually just and good for her because I mean she deserved it after all the shit
Absolutely.
she had gone through, and I like freaked out and like I could not sleep. I was like hyperventilating on my grandparents' patio. They were like, "What the hell is happening with this kid?" And so that was my first ever. They was diagnosed at the hospital that I had anxiety, and they were like,
Yeah.
this is normal. It's something that happens, but you need to be able to find out proper outlets for it." And now it's been probably oh boy, like 10 to 15 years ish of trying to figure out how that
Mhm.
works and
Well,
controlling it in a sense.
so there is no controlling it.
Exactly, there isn't.
There's no controlling it.
Mhm.
The only thing you can do is channel it into something. Your way of channeling it right now is becoming immortal on the internet. I don't think you realize it, Brent. You are. Do you see what you're doing?
In a
This is
sense.
your way. This is your way to always be remembered. You putting out your positive mindset on things and interacting with people to educate yourself. I don't think you see what you're doing right away. This is you combating your anxiety of the unknown. There's a fear of always wanting to be remembered. There's a fear of always wanting to be remembered of the good things you do. What you're doing right now is opening up that airway or that vein to let you know that hey, it's not going to be as bad because you know what? One, I'm influencing people. Two, I'm interacting with people. Three, I'm opening up to people that I don't know. So they're always going to remember me.
Mhm.
And by doing that on the internet, that now shows that hey, I will always be remembered for the art that I put out.
Yeah, and I think it's funny because you say art because I've never thought of this as an art, but I think it kind of in a sense is like human communication is an art in a sense, and
It is 100% an art.
I'm so fortunate to have so many people that are coming on here, and some of them don't even know me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's kind of part of it. I don't really want people to know me too much before I stream. If they do, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it definitely adds a layer to this, and you can see this.
Sure.
If you guys go back and watch any of the previous VODs, you will notice in the first probably about half an hour of every stream, people are usually uncomfortable. Not everyone, but some people are uncomfortable. And you can tell in how we kind of go back and forth. We're trying to almost catch our vibes and trying to see how we're feeling and stuff like that. And a couple times we miss, we cut each other off. So it's for example, this thing, the very start of this conversation, we were saying, "Oh, sorry, sorry to cut you off." Now we're like, like talking like we've been friends for like 5 years, and that's what I
Absolutely.
wanted. And I'm okay with that total
Absolutely.
cutoff thing. That's fine. That happens. It's part of human communication. Obviously, if you do it respectfully, you know what I mean. You're not
Of
doing
course,
it.
of course.
Yeah. And so
Not talking over somebody.
exactly. And so that's the thing is, and that's where I love this is, and it's beautiful to watch, and that's why I love being able to live stream this. Is you guys in real time get to be a part of it and watch it, and it's magical to me in a sense, and it's I don't know, I get excited talking about it, and it's something that I'm passionate about too. So
So that's why I was saying I don't think you realize what you're doing. You're combating your anxiety and the void of the unknown by doing this. This allows you to tap into something that you probably didn't know that you had. So I'm proud of you. I'm actually
thank you.
very excited for you to see where you can go with this, man, because this is
Appreciate
cool. But I think this is your lane, 100%. This is going to help you in ways that you never knew. This is going to you're going to thrive in this in ways you never knew. It's going to propel you to places that you did not know that was available to you. Same thing with like myself. I didn't know this shit would get me to where I am right now. I really didn't. And I'm not even that far. Like this is just a piece of success. But to see someone else go through it like yourself, like I'm going through it, it's cool to see you immortalize yourself in a place where people can remember you for the things that you've done, good and bad.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the kind words. And thank you for that. I have heard from some people, but it helps when I hear it from people that are just meeting me too and kind of seeing what I'm
Yeah,
doing
man.
in a sense. It obviously means more because I mean I have the friends and stuff like that I hear it from, and I hear you mean like those people, and in my brain translates to yeah, you got to say that though, right? And so yeah, no, like, and that's like I said earlier, if you got to be on my team, you have to be able to tell me the hard truth, and
Absolutely.
as much as I like hearing the compliments and stuff like that too, and I definitely appreciate it, and I thank you for that. And I hope so, and I hope not only do I get something out of it, and like you said, anxiety. A perfect point of it is because I brushed over it the first time. I want to go back and make sure I hit that.
Sure. Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
this started, and I made a TikTok about it previous that I put out. I've actually put out two talking about my anxiety a little bit that are very short clips, but are very very near and dear to my heart. The first one was right before I had the first ever Connections episode, and I could not sleep. It was 4 in the morning. I had the episode at I think 10 in the morning, I think, and or somewhere around there, like or in the morning. Hi, Tara, welcome back. And I'm sitting there, and I cannot sleep. I'm doing this,
Yeah,
laying
man.
in bed,
Yeah, man.
and I'm
Yeah,
sure
man.
every streamer has had that once at least, or creator, period. Not even streamer, just some sort of creator has done that once. Whether you create art like Bane, if you stream like me, you, and CJ, if you or Tara too with art, or whatever it may be, whatever your creative outlet is, I'm
Absolutely.
sure you've hit that point where you're like, I'm never sleeping tonight. It's not happening.
Yeah.
And so that was me on the first day of this, and and what I did is I literally sat at this. I went to not this computer because I didn't have this computer yet, but I had my MacBook that I had, and I basically sat there in front of this camera that I still use, and I was like, okay, record what I am hearing, and it was basically like, is anyone going to understand this? Do people get this? Or people going to like this? Does this going to hit? Does this make sense? Am I just crazy? Is it why? Why would I do this? This is insane. And it just basically goes ramped up, and then it stops, and then I click the
Yeah.
button and it goes live. And for me, that was the exact feeling before I even knew that that was the feeling that it was. That was the exact feeling that I felt about 6 hours later when I clicked that actual button to turn on the stream and do that. Was this overwhelming like bombs going off in the background, the piercing sound like in the, you know, like that, like squealing in your headset type of thing, and then all you hear, and then it's just like silence, and it's like deafening for like a couple seconds, and it's you're on. And as Donovan can say, there's so many. This is why I brought in, and so for some of you that don't know, Donovan is sitting in the background very patiently and listening to all of these, and he helps moderate all of these behind the scenes in case to keep me on schedule, to keep us kind of watching things kind of from the inside, just in case we ever need it. But also, yeah, you do that. One other thing that Donovan also does is Donovan also helps me get ready before the guest gets here and calms me down more than anything. And I don't know if he knows this 100%. How much it does help me, but it has eliminated me feeling that kind of like, oh my god,
Yeah,
oh my
man.
god
Yeah.
feeling
Yeah.
that I usually get before a stream. today was one of the first days where I rolled in and I was like, we're chilling. It also probably helped that there was no stream issues. I don't know if you noticed that, Donovan, before stream. There was not one single issue. It's the first time this has happened in like
That's awesome.
5 episodes. It was so exciting too. I was shocked too. So yeah, but yeah, no, anxiety's a bitch. But take care of yourself. Because you're not the only one going through it, and the more people you talk about it, it definitely helps a bit. Sorry.
I will. No, you're good. I will always say that we all deal with something. I think my anxiety kicks in when I'm trying to find that parking spot when I'm downtown trying to be a hoe. But
Excuse me?
Because you're looking for that parking spot and you got parallel park. You're like, oh my god, I'm just fucking around.
I haven't done it since the DMV.
Exactly. But everyone goes through something. I think it's good that we have something to allow us to channel that energy into it. You know what I mean? That's why I was saying I don't think you understand and what you realize the magnitude of the things that you are doing. It's big. You don't see it yet, but it's big. So I would say keep an eye on what you do. Pay attention and then realize the impact that you're currently having. Because once the ball starts to roll, you will see things start to change. The good thing about it is if you have positive people around you that see your vision, anything will flourish. Anything will flourish.
And that's the thing is anyone that I've ever had in this podcast, I highly respect your feedback too. If you see something you're like, dude, what the hell are you doing that? That's stupid. Like, what are you letting the shit go to your brain? Let me know, because if I'm looking like an idiot, I might not know it because I might be in too deep. I'd rather have the team tell me before I get to that point where I'm like just being a total thing. And I hope I never get to that point, but I mean, who knows? Fame changes people, unfortunately. And like,
listen, I don't think fame changes you. I also don't think money changes you. I think it just amplifies who you already are.
Fair.
So we all have that goblin inside of us that we tend not to listen to. It's the truth. It's there whether we like it or not. The moment we get the opportunity to feed it, it comes out. I don't think it changes you. It amplifies who you are. I'll give you a great example. If you're an alcoholic, right, and you have $20, you're going to drink until that $20 is out. You have $1 million and you're an alcoholic. There is no end. Now you can't stop. So it only amplifies what you are. That's what I truly believe. Because if you have that problem now, you add money on top of it, it only gets worse. It only gets worse.
Going back to our earlier conversation about the money doesn't buy happiness. Might buy more problems, actually, if anything.
If anything, it just has more problems. Listen, I'm a firm believer that I'll back to the beginning. You can buy whatever you like, but if in here ain't fixed, it means nothing. All the materialistic shit that you buy to make yourself look good, if what's in here ain't fixed, it means nothing. So fuck them social media posts, fuck them Instagram posts and all the people that look good. Sometimes they put them pictures on as a front because they're hiding something that they don't want to talk about. So
yeah, no, it's hard when you're looking at people online and you're like, oh well, this person's succeeding, like why am I not, or something like that, and like they got this good life. So much of Instagram is fabricated. It hurts.
Your success does not equate to my success. Give you a great scenario. I told you I was supposed to do the streaming thing back in 2016, right? If you took me from that time to now, that person would not be able to maintain what I do now. That person isn't prepared. That person from a couple years ago, 5, 6 years ago, is not prepared for the shitstorm that comes my way when I get on the internet. It's not. So I know now that I'm more prepared than ever to deal with this than I am before. Before I was immature. Before I was too thin-skinned, you throw something my direction, I immediately get defensive. Not now. I know how to control it. I know how to deal with this internet thing. So if you're not ready and or prepared for what's coming your way, don't jump on that boat just yet because you ain't ready. You are not ready.
See, Puma, you're 4 years too late, or 5 years too late. Oh my god, 2016 was 5 years ago. Oh my goodness,
5 years ago.
That's crazy to think. Yeah, no, I think there's like things that we don't see in social media is people that are like, to make a TikTok for me every day is like, okay, come on, you gotta do it. It's part of the building the brand. It's part of the building the brand, and it's something that I do get to a point where I like doing it. Don't get me wrong, but it is not a point of putting my face on a thing. That's why I like this. If I say as you guys see, I stutter a lot. I say I say huh. It's part of my brain moving too fast for my lips. Like, and that is something that TikTok. You say a couple times, people are gone because they're like, that's annoying.
Really? I did not know that.
Like, well, I mean, most people, unless you are a creator creating things like maybe towards like Tourette's, that might work.
Oh, got you.
But as far
Gotcha.
as like that is because this time the time thing is so small, most people are bouncing. They're like, well, they lost me on the point. They said too many times. Like, I'm not saying it's for everyone, but I would say is that's
Right.
that's at least how I'm thinking of it in that sense. And it's not something that I love to do is do the and I
Well,
don't know.
I'll tell you what. Let me help you out
Go
real
for it.
quick, Brad. Let me help you out real quick. So I took a public speaking course, unfortunately.
Okay, sorry, before we start the story, can you quickly
Sure.
reset your camera for me? Because your camera is going a
Oh.
little wonky on us for a second here.
Is it?
Yeah. Do you want to maybe just reset it here because it's going a little pixelated.
Oh,
It's not showing off the
no,
beautiful man that you is.
that is no bueno. Hold up now.
Sounds good. You're good. You're good. It looks like pixelated, so I would say I don't think it's as far as your focus. I think it's just the actual broadcast itself. Try hitting the turn off camera on Discord and then turning it back on. Let's see if that works.
Oh, you got it. You got it. Let's see here. Man, that's crazy. Turn off. And off.
There we go.
Listen, I'm an old man.
It's all good. You got this. And then we just rip it back on there, and we should be good.
All right, let's see if it'll refresh it real quick. That's crazy. I didn't even know that was possible.
Beautiful. Gorgeous.
All right, perfect.
There we go. All righty, there we go. So sorry. Go on. Sorry with your story there that you're saying. Sorry about that.
Well, I don't even remember what I was saying.
Damn.
I'm trying to remember.
Chad, help us. About the stutter in
really
TikTok.
forgot what I was saying.
Being on TikTok saying
yeah. So I took a public speaking course, and one thing that helped me out. See, look, even Duplicity was like, "Damn, I forgot." One thing that helped me out to prevent me from saying ums and uhs is take a pause. So go, man, tonight is crazy. This is going on wild. This, that, and the third, and just stop. It ends that sentence, so you don't have to try to stretch that sentence out for that dead air. Let whatever you're saying sit. Let it simmer. Let it cook. And then go on to the next part of whatever you want to talk about. So it helps. It helps.
Definitely been something I struggle with because I'm
it's okay.
I'm always trying to fill dead air.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing I've learned in this streaming game. You definitely want to fill dead air. You definitely want to always stay engaged, but it's okay to let whatever you just said rock for a little bit.
Yeah. Definitely with editing too. I've noticed when you let it, it feels great when you have someone that just drops a bomb and you just see silence and we're just staring at each other like.
Exactly. See, you get it now. You get it.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Colton, how's it going? What's up? And what's going? Donovan, I was gonna say it. I'm glad you corrected yourself. Brendan's known to talk a mile a minute. I was gonna say it's a kilometer a minute, but thank you.
A kilometer a minute. It's that Canadian lifestyle, baby.
Exactly. Which is actually a little bit faster talking, Donovan. That's maybe why I talk so fast, because it's Canadian. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the thing is I've struggled to get to that point where even on TikTok, like leaving a little bit of dead air and that kind of thing is because I know how important it is to kind of keep it going. Thanks for the look, by the way. And that consistent like go. It's something I'm learning to do. I have gotten a smidge better. I'm not gotten to where I want to be yet, but that'll come with time. We're at what? I think episode 15 or so or something like that, or just around there. We'll get there. I'm not too worried.
Everything comes in due time.
Exactly.
There's beauty in the struggle. Trust me, there's beauty in the struggle.
Practice makes perfect.
As J. Cole would say, it's beauty in the struggle.
Exactly. So we talked a little bit about regret. Let's say today's the last night. If you died tonight, what would you regret not doing?
Clearing my browser history.
Oh my goodness. Oh boy.
No,
You're bad.
One thing that I would regret not doing today is probably not reaching out to my loved ones on a regular. That's the truth. You know, like I always reach out to them. That's you know, but if I know today was it, I don't think I talked to them today. So, you know, maybe that's it. Maybe that's it.
I'm
Oh
giggling.
yeah, and of course, not giving Bane VIP.
I was
as
gonna say I
well.
was giggling at that one.
Of
The
course, not
mans
giving
don't
Bane
give
VIP.
up. Damn.
Yeah, listen, persistent.
Yes,
Consistency is the key. You gotta love it.
it's true. It's true. Consistency is key. I'm not. Hey, you might be on your way to get one here. I'm just saying. You already got a star beside your name. Maybe Diamond's next. I'm just saying.
Just saying. Just saying.
We're nearing the end here, but we got a couple more questions here. I've been having too much
Okay.
fun doing this.
You got it, man.
Actually, let's keep on a couple more. We're gonna do another regret question, and we'll keep on rolling the questions here. But what is something
Okay.
that you do regret doing in your life?
Is this personal or career?
Okay, hang on. Let's pause for a second. Has there ever been a point in your life where you've been a stripper or anything like that?
Me?
Yes.
You know, in my heyday, you know. No, of course not. No.
Because your chat bugs you
No.
so much about it too. I've seen 3 or 4 comments throughout the stream today about stripping, pole dancing, or something like that.
Listen. Sometimes you got to make money, but
Hey.
it wasn't me. I would say my career change. Never let people dictate your career change. Like, do what you want to do. You know what I mean? Don't let people get in your ear ever. If you have a passion for it and that's what you want to do, stick with it. Don't let anyone deviate you from trying to do what you want to do and your passion. But yeah, that's one thing that I would definitely say I regret.
Okay, so you're saying that you might have gone down a different path had you not listened to someone who's saying do this because it's safe or whatever it may be.
100%. 100%.
I've definitely heard that a couple times. Right now, I would actually, coming up in a couple months here, I would technically I would be getting prepared for doing real estate. And I mean, I'm not saying I'm not going to do it, but right now this is where my passion is and this is where I'm interested in.
Yeah.
It's definitely a career that has a lot of perks to it and a lot of things that I'd be interested in as well. So don't get me wrong.
I see the vision. I see the vision.
Yeah, but right now I'm very all in, if you will, on this, and I've had a lot of fun with it, and I've met a lot of amazing people, and that keeps me driven and pushing. your fam is just pushing you on this one. This is hilarious about
the way it is.
Shaking it better than Shakira, spiced ham.
These hips don't lie. These hips don't lie.
Yeah, no kidding. I think you said the subs don't lie. And I was like, I mean, I guess that is kind of true too.
That's definitely true.
Right. Let's see here.
What is, you know that's right.
What's that? What is one thing that you hope to not forget?
My impact. Absolutely. I want to know that the things I want my flowers while I'm here. Don't give me my flowers while I'm gone. I want them while I'm here. I want to know the things that I do make change. Like I did the Big Brother program, the Boys and Girls Club a while back. I want to know that the things I did actually changed or had an impact on others in a positive way. So that's one thing that I always want to remember. I never want to forget that. I would one thing I would like to forget is my credit score because that shit's in the dirt. But everything else, I would love that. Yeah.
Your camera's doing it again. I think chat's telling us. Oh, you know what's funny? As soon as you did that, as soon as I said that, your camera fixed itself. That was really weird.
That's their network. That's on them. That ain't me.
That was really weird. That was so strange. As soon as you said that, it went back. And it's funny. I'm getting messages everywhere about the camera quality, and then literally as soon as I said it, bing, clear as a whistle. Clean as a whistle.
It's because they network is some garbage. They need to get off that Boost Mobile. That's why.
Be careful what you say. The quality's starting to go again. They can hear you.
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly.
Let's see what we got here. We are getting close to the end here. As much as we love talking to the mans. The camera company said if you give me VIP, they'll fix it.
Bane, you already know the answer.
Let's see here. What is a current trend that makes no sense to you?
TikTok.
Just in a altogether.
These fucking dances on TikTok, none of that shit make any sense. Listen, they take these old songs from the 80s and 90s and do this shit and just I don't know what they doing. I don't man, that's not pop locking or break dancing when I was growing up. I don't know what that shit is. So TikTok. I don't understand it. I think that's when I hit my age. Like my age finally showed when I was being introduced to TikTok. I'm like, this is dumb. I don't understand it.
That was fun. The popping and locking it was the funny thing.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Listen, none of that shit make any sense.
I mean, there's some trends on TikTok that I'm like, why? And just as people who are in this from a last stream, CJ, I know you were lurking, but if you're still in here, we're waiting on that dance that you said you would do for that duet. We're waiting. He said he would do one of the.
Sounds like DJ got a dance to do.
Yeah, he was talking about one where he would be putting his ass up in there and stuff like that. I thought it'd be pretty funny.
Oh,
Have you ever heard the Bugs Bunny challenge? That's what we're talking about. Is CJ said he was going to do it.
The bugs. Yo, he's gonna have his cheeks in the air. Oh
Yeah,
my lord.
cheeks up. And you had an impact on me. I found you in a bad time, and honestly, me enjoy. I can't read today.
It's all good.
I found you
good.
in a bad time, and honestly, made me enjoy your day a little more. Or made me enjoy my day.
Word, Wolf. You know I love you, buddy. You know I love you.
Yeah, and like I mean, that's one of the best compliments you can get from anyone. I think that's something like I mean, I'll go back to it again. Puma, I know you in here. There's been days where like even with me, you've done that same to me, and you've said kind of back and forth that things with like. There's been days where you haven't had it and you pop it on the stream and there's been like something that's cool. It's fun to watch with. It makes my day a little better. Maybe I had a crap day. I mean, if I can do that to one person, that's all
that matters.
Wolf, I'm glad you found your person because there's some people who don't find that person. And but yeah, no, I'm glad. I think that's a big point to the Puma loves being behind the scenes. Totally. Is find that person because there's some amazing people on this in this world, period. Maybe it's not on 100%. Twitch, but somewhere find that person that makes that day a little bit better for you because you deserve it. Let's see here. I think we're gonna go to the last one. My last question, which for the ones that have been here for a while, y'all know what's gonna happen. And for the ones that are new here, we ask this question every single time as the last question. If your life was a movie, what would the title be and why?
Gone in 60 seconds.
Oh boy. Explain why that?
I'm kidding. If my name, oh man, if my life was a movie, what would it be and why?
Yes, sir.
I would say Rocky. Rocky's a great example of how my life has been throughout my entire life because every time I get knocked back down, I find a way to get back up. Period. Anytime I get put on my ass, I find a way to get back up. And then I come back even harder. So absolutely, Rocky. The whole Rocky series, to be honest. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's called it. What are we saying here? Girls trip? What? Road trip? Oh boy. There's some things I gotta know.
I'm a booty call away. Puma, what is you talking?
Is that the name of the movie?
Well, there is a movie called Booty Call.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
For those of you here, I'd like to thank you for spending your time with us today. As we do at the very end of this, I'm going to give the floor to you to shout out anything you'd like, to say anything you'd like for the next few minutes here while I go and find a raid or someone to raid. And then we'll move on to the raid and things like that. Thank you, Donovan, for putting the exclamation mark guest. Yes, go follow them all in the links there. But the floor is now yours.
Hey, man, I just want to take the time to say thank you. You didn't have to do this. Chad didn't have to do this. I appreciate y'all. I think we're all trying to build something special in here and make it fun and make it enjoyable while we're on this thing. So I thoroughly appreciate you, your team, and your time that you have given me this evening. I ain't got to shout none of my stuff out. I don't want to do that at all. I just want to say thank you. This means more to me than you probably realize. And to have this opportunity to kind of expand myself because exposure leads to expansion. So I appreciate you for giving me your platform to kind of speak my gospel and speak my truth and kind of show everybody a little bit more to myself because I think that's something I kind of hide and guard on the internet, because you never know. You don't know how people will react to you once you finally start to open up. So thank you.
For sure. Thank you. I appreciate your time. The community that's as toxic and as amazing as they are, and coming in and spending your time with us. As I said, thank you guys originally. Time means more than anything to me, and you guys spent about 3 hours and almost 4 hours with us today. So I appreciate that more than you guys know. And to you, Mr. Ken
Absolutely.
Carter, for hanging
Absolutely.
out and giving that time. And I know we'll be talking about this off stream as well too in a little bit here.
Sure.
And in the future, with future either hanging out and going to a hockey game, or whether it be doing some sort of collaboration on this again. So yes, but yes, if you guys haven't already, guest, go follow this man. Let's go. It'll be worth the investment, as we spoke of earlier. If you guys are interested in Rocket League, Tourney will get you there. If you're interested in being a moderator on our team and want to be a part of this amazing team that we have, Mod will get you there. Donovan's flying with these fingers right now, getting all these out there.
Fire, man.
Yeah, he's flying here. Go Rangers. I don't know about that, T-Mac, but I appreciate you. And we are going to be moving on to a raid here. I would like also to talk about, sorry, one second. I'm just going to type this out here for raid. And then we've got there. So we're going to go raid the homie, Ryan and Snoop, one of my new friends. Jump in that raid, please. Got 16 lovely people in here. Y'all are too amazing. If you haven't already, jump in the Discord, do. You can come hang out with us, come talk with us. We can play some video games. We can just talk and shoot the shit like we are tonight. But I would like to say thank you for all of you for spending our time with us. I'm very, very happy to be able to spend this time for you. I've had a lot of fun tonight. Yeah. Thank you again. Go say hi to Ryan. Go say what's up. Go hit him with that Bren raid. Exactly. That happy Bren face raid. If you got him. I know there's 12 new subscribers in here tonight. That is fucking insane. You guys are crazy.
Yes. Did the damn thing tonight.
Yes, exactly. You guys are crazy. So go hit him with that raid. Go say what's up. Can you go to me in the Discord? Ken's in. You talk about mine?
Yeah, I'm in the Discord. Yeah, I'm in it right now.
Ken's been in the Discord. Ken's an OG of the Discord, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go say what's up to Ryan. I want to thank you guys all. You guys have a good night. I'm sorry for hitting the mic. That's probably really loud. Take care.
Stay blessed.
Peace out.